Like, I feel for him, too, because he's like, yeah, man, look, I'm what the rappers rap about. My life is what the rappers rap about, man. But you don't see me doing all that shit. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking a different path.
We pray at night for the helpless. Hoping you get us through breakfast. Wishing somebody come save us. Black lightning's back, come to shock the haters. Woke up in the ghetto, we need our hero back. Guns clapping, gangs active, like where we at. Black lightning need to strike, like where we at. Show us another way besides these guns and crack. Nighttime suit up, this for payback. This our Superman, Robin, and the Bat. Step back, you might get shocked off of contact. This was for the hood, this for being black. We ain't got no hope, they killing every day. I mean, we need you in every way. We need results, we don't need to see your face. Here we come, just to say the day. Here we come, just in perfect timing. To help the needy and guide the blinded. Last night I saw a superhero, he was black. He said, this is for the street, Black Lightning's back.
You write this shit, you can't just give it away for free.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm just saying.
This shit away for free.
Hey.
This is for some premium. Nah, man, you got to pay a little extra for these jokes.
That's why niggas gonna have to motherfucking listen to this podcast, share this podcast, and tell the people listen to these podcasts, and the shit that come out their mouths be some epic primo shit. You hear me? Because Gambi's gonna be Alfred Fox from now on. That is what it is. So now we recording.
Yeah, he's doing way too much talking.
Dude, man, Gambi, dog.
I'm like, come on, man. You talking like you Alfred. Oh,
bro, he talking like he Alfred, but he making shit like he Lucius. So he's Alfred Fox, AF, as fuck. And that's Scooter Lightning, you know, that's his main nigga, son. So as we get into this, nigga,
what up?
Welcome to that reviewing that lightning.
Yep.
We reviewing that lightning.
We back and it's lightning.
It's lightning.
Thunder.
You dig? Well, we got
not
thunder.
Yet,
thunder coming.
It's coming. It's black and it's lightning.
It's that actor guy Martin Bradford. Somebody's knocking my door. My trip.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Hold on.
Okay. No, it's cool. Yeah,
I'm not expecting nobody. That'll be tripping.
It out. Yeah. Let's see who it is. Inquiring minds want to know who it is. Oh, ain't nobody?
Ain't nobody, dog. Nigga, knock
ain't
his
bumping
return.
into nobody call out there. I surely heard a knock, my nigga. Yeah, no, you ain't hear anything.
That's a biased whale out there, nigga. That's Lala, the ghost of Lala. That was the ghost of Lala.
Ghost of Lala, man. Man, I'm going to call him polyester mouth. Because that's what he is.
Nigga.
He polyester mouth.
Right now he running it with
I like
cotton
that.
mouth.
I'm very sad.
He's running it with cotton mouth.
Man.
Me too.
He is. I'm very sad. I like that guy, man. I didn't realize how much I liked him until he was
linen
gone.
mouth.
He linen mouth. Yeah. He not quite cotton just
He's not
yet.
quite cotton.
Not quite just yet.
He never gonna be. He died.
Not no more. Yeah. I mean, he was
spoilers.
Trying.
Anyway, so yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into this, man.
Yeah,
Who are you?
Oh, me. Yeah, that's right. My name is Marty, your favorite host. MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com. I host a podcast there called Your30. Check it out if you haven't already. But you guys already know me. I'm here all the time.
Yes, indeed. And you know we're in here for the Reviewing That Lightning podcast.
That's right.
What I was about to say, shouts out to all our fellow podcasts, of course, like the Your30 Podcast, like my podcast, the FlyWithBats Podcast, like the Misbelief Radio Show Podcast, Triliterate Podcast, We'll Figure This Out Podcast, Black Guys Next Door Podcast, Through the Hallway Podcast, Fuck What You Heard Podcast. These are a lot of millennial black ass podcasts that's just out here doing their doing their thing, and I want y'all to go peep them out just like you peeping us out. We are here with episode 2.
That's right.
You dig?
Episode 2, man.
This reviewing that Lawanda.
It's a fun ride, man. It's a fun ride.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to just be on it because every time it comes, dude, I think you said it best. We was texting this like, my nigga, like, I'm more excited about this than The Flash. Like, The Flash is in the way on Tuesday, and I was like, come on, Flash.
Let me tell you something. I watched this before I watched The Flash.
I would have.
Yeah.
See, I watched it live, so I had no choice.
Yeah, that's what you did.
I watched it live, nigga, yeah, so,
Props.
But yeah, I was like, okay, Flash, okay, that's fine, it's cool, okay, you're in jail, Barry, Stretch Armstrong, great. I want to get to Black Lightning, goddammit.
Yeah, man.
And once again,
But it was fun. I enjoyed Flash too.
Flash was cool.
I'm not hating, because that Flash is actually my second favorite show now. So,
Personally, Flash hasn't been coming with it in the vein of how Flash, it's been hit and miss for me with Flash this season.
Oh, really? Oh, this season? Yeah, no, definitely.
This season. There's been more hits than miss, but there've been some misses, and I'll be watching, and I'm like, damn. Okay. Like, you're not at your normal glory, like, you know what I mean?
You blew my mind when you called it a Get Out moment, because that's literally what they did this season.
Yep.
It's like, oh, holy shit.
Yep.
It's like it's hard. It's every time I see them now, I'm just like, oh shit, you are in a sunken place, man.
You're in a sunken place.
I hope you're in a sunken place. I actually think you're gone for good.
I think he's dead.
You know,
But they don't know what we're talking about. It's a whole other show. So once again, dog, Black Lightning episode 2, Lawanda, the Book of Hope, I think was the name of this.
Holy shit, was that really the name?
The long ass goddamn title, dog. Like I think that was the name because the next one is like Lawanda, the Book of something else.
Having to watch this once and you being the cruel person you are, saying let's watch it a second time. Like it made me feel so bad for Wanda, man.
Oh man, well, like just to take a look backstage at us, man. We was gonna watch this together a second time before we even recorded. But as we was watching it, yes, Lawanda, the Book of Hope. As we was watching it,
we feel like we need that second viewing. We only saw it once, really. Between both of us only saw it once. Yeah, like, have that second viewing to really be able to give an in-depth review, a discussion on it. You know?
Indeed. Because most times, like it's always good to at least watch an episode of something twice,
right?
If you can, at least, you know what I mean, so you can really get in depth. I know them over the AfterBuzz, they watch it, then they just go in. But I've had some days away from it, so I want to watch it again. But we got like
me as well, right?
We got like a third of the way through, and just was like, nah, we got to talk.
Man, because it was all coming to me, and it was hard to watch it and be quiet.
We'll have it played in the background as we normally do.
Yeah.
As we do this review, but no. I wouldn't be able to sit through that whole thing and not be able to say something to Marty right next to me.
I know.
There's no way I'm not gonna say nothing.
It's very weird to not be able to say anything.
And then we gonna wind up having a conversation, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish you recorded the conversation that we just had.
Right. So we might as well just jump into it.
But first and foremost, we had homework. We're gonna have homework every week.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do that first.
Homework of the week.
Okay.
We all know we're gonna think of something catchy to call this shit, but this is when we review a Black Lightning comic book because we're trying to get to know the actual character beyond the television show. Because I feel like the more we know about the character in his essence and his roots, the more we not only appreciate but have even more to add to future reviews when they start peppering things from the comic books into the show. And it's just a great way to be. So personally, I started reading Black Lightning Year 1. Now what happened was I accidentally started reading issue number 2 before issue number 1, and then then I started read issue number 1. So I read the beginnings of issue number 2 and issue number 1. So I can't give you a full blown review on those 2 comic books right now. That's what I'm gonna do on the next episode. But what I can do is give you my first takes. It's almost like a little sneak peek. Now one thing that was cool, I got to go in order. One thing that was cool about issue number 1. All right, I don't know if this was... So which one did you read?
I read Cold Dead Hands episode, issue 1.
Okay, so in my issue number 1, it started with the voice that you're reading is coming from his wife. His wife is setting the stage in year 1, and they're driving through Metropolis, and that was very interesting to me. He's a Metropolis character, and he lives in the black part of Metropolis.
There's a black part of Metropolis, huh?
Right. See, on the show, he's in Freeland, and they made up their own city. But no, in this Freeland, right? Yeah. But no, in the comic books, he lives in the black part of Metropolis, and I think that's just hilarious because I never thought about like Gotham City having that black part, Metropolis having that black part. You feel me? I Gotham City on the slick in the Nolan movies. They reestablished the with the narrows, what they call the hood.
Yeah.
But they show more like white people than anything. It's just
I was gonna say until the movies, I thought that's like where Batman goes to beat up the black people.
Oh. They had a comic book recently of Batman beating up cops for black people.
Oh, really?
Or like saving some black person that was getting their ass whooped by a cop.
What was the name of that one?
I gotta Google it. Because
it
was a news story.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't read it myself. It was a news story, and they showed the clips of the comic of him. And he's kicking ass. He's kicking that cop ass off of somebody. So
they're intrigued.
Hey, his white privilege be damned. So, but like. So like,
have you ever seen that sketch on SNL?
Oh no, I thought you meant
with like Chance the Rapper, and he's like, and they're like, so Batman has this function at his this charity function at his crib, and he's giving away stuff or whatever. So Chance and his mom, so Chance the Rapper is a kid, and his mom is Leslie Jones, and they go up to him, and they're like, you know what? You're one of those higher up people. You're friends with Batman, aren't you, Bruce Wayne? Because it's Bruce Wayne giving the giving the function. He's like, so Bruce Wayne, do you think you could tell Batman to stop coming to our neighborhoods and beating up all our people like every Tuesday? Like, why does he do that? Like, why does he do it every Tuesday? Then like Keenan comes on and has the same complaint.
Yeah.
And then like I forget this other character come on and she has the same complaint. And it's like, you know what we should do? We should jump Batman and cut his balls off. Like it's some weird, crazy stuff. Like man, I can't remember like how they resolved it though, but it was. Well,
hilarious. I'm just gonna stand up and say Batman for the people, man. Fuck that.
Batman is for the people. Yeah, they got it all wrong.
So in year 1, issue 1, I would say that other than it being in a black area, Metropolis never thought about it before, and it's coming from his wife's point of view. They established early on that he's a family man. And that's something very unlike, because most times a lot of heroes, they try to young them up because, you know, comic books a lot of times cater to young people. But even in this first comic, in this year 1 comic, it's not the very first Black Lightning comic ever. This was like, I forget what year this year 1 retelling came out. For people that don't know, a lot of times comic distributors, they'll do a year 1 comic right now, like in modern times, reestablishing a character's history and whatnot. And for new readers, it's a good jumping on point because it's the origin story. So anything that comes after that, at least you'll know what the status quo origin story is for the modern times. That's why, you know, I'm gonna go back at some point and read the throwback 1960s, possibly racist Black Lightning. But I'm starting with year 1. Okay. But they established he's a family. He's riding the car with his wife, and it's only Anissa that's born at this point, his older daughter, and she's a little kid, and his wife is just talking about kind of like the theme of this show about how she fears for his life every time he goes out there. And she's like, man, like she's feeling guilty that she pushes for him to do it. But on the flip side, he has a family and she always thinks he's gonna die. And it's the same echoing of what we get in this show from his wife, where eventually made them split. Like, they're not divorced in this year 1 comic. They're still a happy family. But it's an interesting echo to, this comic like set that stage of this wife cares about her husband. He's Black Lightning, but they also established that he's the principal and how great he is and how he saved buku different schools. So he a nigga that's just like his method that he does at one school is mimicked by like other schools in different counties and shit. And he's like that nigga, like he really on that shit.
Like he creates a sort of a game plan for everybody.
He did it at his school and people kind of bid him, is what it seems like.
And he has without permission, like kind of bid him.
No.
But in the hopes of success for everybody.
Exactly.
Just unity
like that.
and all this good stuff. Right. Yeah.
He that nigga. You feel me? And other things that she was talking about, it was just interesting to see how they build this black man the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's just a regular guy and he cares. There's a chip on his shoulder about his dad getting killed by Tobias Whale, and they speak of him and he's in the first comic, Tobias Whale. I haven't gotten to the point of whether they say he's albino or not in the comics, because in that comic at least, because somebody already told me in other comics that he is an albino character. But when you just look at him, he's like a white dude. So hopefully they expressly say that, because once again, I only read through half of this first issue. So that's the main things that stuck with me, and it was some great artwork, and you know, Black Lightning kick ass, and they kind of showed what we're gonna get to later in this episode. His face shining in someone couldn't even look at his face. And you know, later in this episode, his daughter says
kind of that explanation of why
she ain't recognize her paw and shit.
So I was like, okay, very good. You all heard our episode. Okay, cool.
Right.
You heard us talking about you. Mm-hmm.
But
you heard us.
The comic, though, it was like I said, because I need to catch my words. It was interesting. This is a middle-aged father, and they're showing family first. Okay. Every other time I've read a comic, it's the hero doing some heroic shit first. He's in his mid-20s or something forever. And, you know what I mean, he got this chick he's trying to get at, or that likes him or whatever, like whether it's Lois, whether it's, what's her name on Flash? Iris. Well, you know, they're usually young and they want to get the girl and they want to save the world. Peter, you know what I mean, he's really young. It's always, I want to get the girl, I want to save the world. It's very, 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 like, rare. Even with Luke, we watched Luke get into a relationship with Jessica Jones in the comics eventually. But, you know what I mean? He was a black man single-handling his business. You know what I mean? Even though he was like middle-aged, he still was single. So, no, this is family man. This is a man that you instantly care about his well-being, because you see this comic is starting from his wife caring about his well-being while their daughter is in the back seat and she's a baby. So, I'm going to get into more in issue number 1. issue number 2 was very, very interesting. And I'm gonna say the biggest thing about it that was interesting was it's told from the point of view of Superman. Clark Kent is sent to do a story on this principal, on him, the principal. Now, cool. I'm more than sure that he's doing the story because of something connected to however issue number 1 ends that I haven't gotten to yet. But I was just tripped out when I saw Clark Kent, just like, and I'm thinking, does Clark Kent know he's Black Lightning, or is he only here, because this is a commendable story, commendable principle. And Clark Kent, once again, is almost like the wife in the first issue who's narrating and setting the stage, showing you that, damn, this is a pretty fucking cool guy, Jefferson Pierce. Now you got Superman basically getting to know him, and he's saying, damn, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah. It's like everybody who doesn't like Superman, right?
So it's like, in a way, the writers are using, other, before we even really get into his mind yet, they're using these other people that you only know his wife, but you care because it's his wife, and, she's someone who cares about him. And now we have Superman, the biggest... Hey, that's the resume build. Hey, my resume on point. And I got Superman who was a former boss with a good, with some good shit to say. So I'm getting towards, those 2 things. I'm reading those 2 right now, and I'm going to see what happens with him and Superman and what happens with him and his wife in this first issue, and Tobias Well, because that's the only character so far from the show that is showing up. So what you was on in yours?
Okay, so I read issue 1 of Cold Dead Hands. Now, it's been a while since I've actually seen the pages of mine, so if you wouldn't mind, man, could we pull it up for me? But first, it was actually pretty interesting. So there's this character, who doesn't reflect the representation of Tobias on the show, but sort of, I guess, makes, I don't know, he's just sort of this big, giant black dude, huge, who
is this Tobias you're talking about, or someone else?
Well, okay, so he apparently killed someone else who was apparently taking his alias, which he says was his, which was Tobias. Well, yeah. So I don't know if he killed in maybe some earlier iteration. Maybe he killed the version that we're used to seeing. But it wasn't. I don't know what they were doing with there. I didn't really get a good explanation. But yeah, so basically he's sending out these guys to do these jobs with these high-tech weapons and stuff, right? And Black Lightning has to come out and take them down. So as you see here, he basically takes everybody down.
Hold up, Black Lightning suit looks so fucking fresh. Don't it? This shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, okay, man. I'm definitely reading this.
And they gave this nigga the fresh fade with the taper. They gave him the taper, bitch. This is a black artist or something. Yeah. They gave the taper. If you are a white artist, I appreciate you, but continue.
They got it working real right. So anyway, he comes out and he dispatches these guys. Now apparently they're under some sort of control by Tobias. Or this new black giant Tobias, so Black Lightning is in cahoots with this this chick who she has no reference in the show. I forget her name, but he's in cahoots with her, and she's sort of kind of watching his back and whatnot, and she's sort of helping him out. She's the Jim Gordon in this world. There's also in the middle, there's sort of this backstory. There's this memorial service for his dad that he's kind of getting ready for, and he's sort of talking to somebody. We don't know who he's talking to, and then they kind of reveal that he's just talking to the picture of his dad. And
once again, so they touch on, like I said in ours, his dad died on my issue. Was set up by Tobias Well to be killed.
You know what? They don't get into sort of the how and the whys. They just sort of get into that he's dead, and we've kind of reached some sort of anniversary on that. But they don't exactly get into it. Now this is Tobias here. You can see that big gentleman there.
It's a big black man, not albino.
Yeah, not albino. But this is the mother of the person that he killed. So, it was apparently his nephew who he killed, who was taking the name. See, so
your idiot's son is dead. He appropriated my Tobias Well identity for his half-ass criminal adventures because he was family. I killed him myself. What?
Yeah, so they don't really get into. You never get a vision or a photo, maybe a flashback or anything of this whoever it is he killed. So I mean, for all we know, it might not be an albino. Might look just like this, woman here. Who
I think they gave her these green eyes like Tobias. Could be.
I don't know.
He murks her.
Yeah, so she's dead, and we know that there are real consequences here.
Oh
so
God, he murdered this old lady.
Yeah, so she's telling him. At that point she was telling him that, hey, Black Lightning took out the first batch of guys that we sent out there, and she's like, okay, well go into the Coop 2 and grab that batch. And rev this shit up this time and send him out there. Now this is the cop. She's like a police something chief, lieutenant. I don't know. She's like Gordon or whatever, lieutenant. I don't know, something.
She looking at him like she want fuck.
That's what I kind of think they're fucking.
Where his family, nigga?
I don't know. We don't see them in this issue.
Whoa, so this is the no family Black Lightning.
This is like a new issue. I don't know, but so basically, and a lot of references to like Flash and stuff like that, and that his suit looks like he looks like the Black Flash. And and it's very female driven. They have these moments where it's like, hey, you don't have any jurisdiction. You don't belong here, ma'am. Ma'am, you need to get the fuck out the way. And she's like, I outrank you and all of your men behind you and da 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 da. And she comes in and wrecks house and shit. So
and I also have a vagina.
So so these guys are getting into Black Lightning shit, the cops or whatever. So then these guys come up with their high tech guns. So, of course, Black Lightning takes him out once again. This time, though, Tobias has this sort of kill switch on him. So when he kills him...
Fake Tobias, though. Faux bias.
Faux bias, right. So see, everybody surrendered. He's wrecked house like usual. Tobias kills them all with, this electricity. And everybody thinks that it's Black Lightning who did it. They're like, oh, these people were surrendering. They had their hands up. They dropped their weapons, and he killed them. He did this. Da 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 da. And then the police chick has to sees everybody's going for him. He has to tackle people. So the police chick has to sort of look. Listen, you got to get the fuck out of here. I'll hold them back, but you need to run. So that's him running at the end of it, and then we kind of have Tobias.
Faux bias,
sorry.
And what's funny is they got him looking white in his last frame, but we already know that's just like the darkness and shit. But
it's a really cool it's an interesting episode. He's on the run now at the end of this, so
that's intense. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just read it with you just by looking at these pictures.
Yeah, fair enough.
But there's some sick shit up. So the superhero Black Vigilante is on the run because he's accused of killing a bunch of unarmed white.
Fair enough. Oh!
White criminals.
I like how you turn that shit.
Dog, that's what it is.
Shit. Oh my God.
Whoa.
That is exactly what the fuck it is.
That's what the fuck it is.
That's what's tripping me out.
And but the nigga behind it is a nigga though.
Yeah. Oh shit. You're right.
And he made a white chick push the button. This shit's sick.
Oh my God.
What's this? Cold Dead Hands. So will you? I can't say if I recommend my two or not, but would you recommend this?
Hell yeah! It's not even done, or at least. So I get the impression that they do 5 series runs. Mm-hmm. There are only 3 episodes available up on this lovely kingdom that you've given me the key to. Currently there are only 3 episodes. There are only 3 issues out. And it doesn't say completed next to where it would normally say when the whole series is done.
So it's probably still putting them out.
They're probably still. This is probably currently running right now.
Oh, so it's Cold Dead Hands. Yeah,
it's probably the 2017 version run of him right now. Yeah.
Them knowing we have a show coming out.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But it's them bitch way his family because his family is the show.
So clearly they're gone, and he seems to have moved on. Because
oh God,
now they don't say explicitly that they're fucking. But you saw, and you just saw from the images, you got the impression that they were, and that's based off the words and stuff that they say to one another. Yeah, you kind of get the impression that they're fucking too.
He does look a little younger.
Yeah, he does.
In this, but the thing is, even in this year
they're
one
like
comic,
high school sweethearts though. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. You took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah,
on the show and in the year one comic, they've been dealing with each other since high school. His wife had to exist. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. About
what are they
that.
doing? Oh, are they just retconning? He never had a family.
Maybe this is a part of what I believe the Rebirth or New 52 version of him. So maybe they did try to try to go in a different direction. I don't know.
Nah, they're on a whole new kick. They've been past New 52.
Oh, they passed New 52. Are they? Okay, fair enough.
Right now they kind of.
Well, what are we doing now? What are they calling it now?
Well, you ever read the Watchmen comic?
The actual Watchmen comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Manhattan apparently caused the New 52
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why everything was so different and fucked up. And it took Kid Flash, the white Kid Flash, to come back because at the New 52, Kid Flash was black. But it took the white Kid Flash to come back because everybody forgetting him to let everybody know, like, look, something's been fucked up. And that was kind of like what Rebirth was for a second. But now
I'm reading that in Titans where he's showing up in front of everybody and they're kind of recognizing him one by one.
They don't know who he is because in the
white Kid Flash,
in the New 52, he got retconned out, but then they made it like the black Kid Flash is like some black relative of Iris's because they made Iris, I think, white again. I don't remember. But anyway, either way it goes, they're in some kind of way kind of going in a circle to go back to their
Iris
old...
is black in the comics? Because I have a comic...
No.
Okay.
She was black in the New 52 comics.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Got you.
She was white in all the other ones and shit. But ever since the New 52 comics and then the show and then even the movie cast of Black Iris, I wouldn't be surprised if they gonna start status quo and add a thing, just how Nick Fury is Samuel L. Jackson. And that started off as a joke. Like, freaking, the artist...
perfect, though.
The artist of the Ultimates said he made Nick Fury look like Samuel Jackson purposely. For that to come back around and Samuel Jackson actually get cast for Nick Fury is just some comic funny legend. But saying all that to say, I think we're on the freaking
I was not bad.
tangent. Yeah. I even lost.
I think we were about to actually asking where we were going to recommend this.
Yeah, and you said yeah.
I said yes. Thumbs up. Check it out. And there are 3 episodes out right now, so it'll. I imagine. I was saying. I think maybe 2 more left.
He means issues.
Yeah, issues. Sorry, I keep saying episodes.
I mean, you never know because a run can go 10, 20. It just depends on how that run goes.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not finished. It's there are only 3 out right now. It's to my access at the moment. So but definitely, I can't wait to get into the second one. There's just so much stuff there that I once I did my homework, I just started reading for fun.
Yeah.
And it was great.
So yeah, man,
loved it.
That was
But thank you for that.
That was our. I don't know what to call it. We gotta call it. We gotta come up with a name for this section.
Our
homework. It's our homework section at the moment, but I want to call it our homework section.
Comic discussion Russian.
Nah, not live.
Not live. Don't do it live. Keep those thoughts in your head.
Well, yes, and we implore you guys, man, get up on your comics, man. So let's get into the official review of episode 2, season 1, Lawanda, the Book of Hope.
Jesus Christ,
man.
I'm so glad I didn't know that was the title before going into this. That would have ruined it for me.
I'm going to drop the trailer right here. Boom.
2 men responsible for kidnapping my girls are still out there somewhere.
Your daughter's been running their mouths to the police.
It is time that people know Black Lightning is back.
Black Lightning, my man.
Black Lightning, new series next Tuesday at 9 Central on the CW.
But yeah, man. Yes. So how'd you feel about this episode?
So I liked it a lot, man. It's in line, man. I think they're moving forward really great. They stuff is happening. We'll get into it. They're moving forward in an organic way, and I don't feel like we're wasting a lot of time. So I'm happy. I'm happy with what we're doing here.
The second episode of any season is always the most important.
Definitely.
The second episode of the first season, I mean to say, like how you follow up from your pilot is, I'm saying, because your pilot could have been amazing, and then if you drop that ball in that second episode, you may have lost.
It's kind of like, ooh, do we want to keep going? But they could also drop the ball in the third episode too. Like I've seen that happen too before.
You're absolutely right.
So, but fingers crossed. I have faith in this show, though. I have a lot of they have a ton of great talent here, and they have a ton of great material from what I've been reading. So I mean, it'll be fine. I think it'll survive and do its thing.
I was listening to a podcast from somebody who was in the industry, and it was this white guy, as a matter of fact, and he even was like, he was able to see the first 5, and you can guarantee that the first 5 are good.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, that's a whole nother demographic. I'm biased.
How many are we getting all together in this first run?
I don't know. Because your average CW show usually goes 22.
So probably like 10, 13 maybe.
The truncated one, Legends, usually goes about 16. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was around that.
Around that?
Okay, about 16. I wouldn't be surprised if we got about 15, 16 of these.
That'd be great.
This time, but if it's a success, they're going to get that 420 and they're going to figure out something to do.
Sure.
Because that's what happened with Riverdale. Riverdale wound up being a hit, so they had to reshuffle their whole lineup. But anyway, what were you saying? I completely cut you off.
Oh, I was saying in the beginning here, like we were talking about when we watched it that first time. That we got a bunch of clips in the beginning that we didn't see.
Yeah, man.
That like it was a flashback and stuff that we didn't even.
He was kicking ass in that flashback.
But we both, he was. But we both had the same idea of, did we miss something? Is this the same? Like, are we watching the right thing?
Or maybe.
And you watched it live, so I mean, I'm sure you were like clear on what was going on. I'm like, maybe did I do something wrong? Is the DVR messed up?
Nah, man.
But anyway, somehow we got some bonus scenes. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Didn't know what was going on there, but thanks. But just that first moment of kind of being a little off there, because then they start to show you a whole bunch of stuff you did see. So it didn't make me start to think, well, maybe I just missed some stuff from last week. Maybe I didn't see the whole thing.
Come and think of it, we just watched it again.
Yeah.
That was they were showing scenes that weren't shown.
Yeah, at all, right, yeah.
Because they just had a whole march with Clifton Powell character, and they had no march on the first episode.
Right, exactly,
so I think that was just of this season on Black Lightning.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. What you were saying.
But so we jump into it, though, and there's another confusing moment. There's another, because all I had was questions, and it was all flooding back to me when we were watching it that time. So, first off, I wanted to know what were we watching in the beginning when he was when we watched like the lightning sort of go from his arm up through his chest and body, and what that meant, what we were actually watching, because I was just in pure confusion.
Yeah.
I had a lot of questions about that, but you had some insight on that.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. Like I said, I was listening to another podcast that was reviewing this or whatever, because I just want to see what are people thinking about this show, and a lot of people thoughts are very much in line with our own. And they dropped that that's him healing, and because at the time because when this first started on this episode, I was doing something at the same time. I was half watching it, and then I finished my work and I got into the shit. But so I just thought he was just tripping. I was like, damn, maybe he hurt, and I still didn't connect it to he was healing. I was like, damn, he just I felt like he's like, I took it as he had already exerted himself. And now his body was paying the price because he not young no more. You feel me? Because the way he was screaming and shit, I'm man, it must hurt to use those powers long term. It must be one of the reasons maybe why he stopped was because they have a consequence. Because later on in this episode, his ex-wife, calls it an addiction. And then I was like, that's an interesting way for her to see it. She really felt like he was addicted to being in Black Lightning as well as addicted to his powers. And if you frame it as an addiction and think about withdrawals, you think about the types of things that hardcore drugs can do to you over a period of time, what if using his powers over a period of time took a toll on his body to the point that she felt like, my nigga, at some point you're gonna burn out, or you're gonna start dying, or you're gonna get lightning cancer or some shit, nigga. So it made me, like I said, it made me look at that scene in a few different ways, at the very least.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, that was confusing me. I'm glad you kind of gave me a little enlightening,
enlightening, zing.
You enlightened me on that subject. But yeah. So anyway, now we're back into the maybe Black Lightning might get some.
Yeah.
But nope, that ain't gonna happen.
But they still, that character, him and his wife. What's his wife's character's name?
Oh shoot.
I'm so horrible with names on here. That's why I come up with so many nicks. We got Scooter Lightning. We gonna start calling his we gonna start calling his woman Black all Love. Kind of shit.
Black Love. What's her name? What's your name? Black Love.
It's gonna come. Let me see. What's your what's the cast? Okay, so Nissa is Nefessa Williams. Christine Lynn. There we go. Lynn. So Lynn and Scooter have such chemistry, dog. It's just like, even when they're having these discussions that are tough to have, and he assured her that we are not going to have an episode 3. This is the last episode of Black Lightning.
Yeah,
because he told us at the top and said, Black Lightning's not back. Yeah. I was like, yeah?
It's well, I don't know why we watching, but we still here.
You for real?
Sure.
Episode 2.
We'll see what happens by the end.
So Gambi gonna put on the suit and we're gonna just have a whole appropriated show? Huh?
You mean Alfred Fox?
AF?
AF?
I don't know, son, but... And whoever's lighting the show is doing a beautiful job, too, because the skin is looking magnifique.
Most definitely. But then again, they are black and they don't crack, so that also helps.
Yes, indeed. Now, one thing I do really, really appreciate is, dog, this top fucking scene starts with Al Green. Come on.
Yeah.
My
Al
dude,
Green, boy. Sets the mood like a mother.
You're doing a freaking public service, whoever is the person scoring this goddamn show.
They have very interesting music. Like, yeah, I don't know if do you watch Scandal?
I fell off Scandal at season 3.
3.
The last thing I remember about Scandal was Olivia was kidnapped and she had to escape.
Yeah, okay.
That's like 3?
Yeah. Well, prior to that, they have like a routine of hitting us with a little Motown at the end of the show.
Yeah.
And their like music selection, I don't know, I think probably in the earlier seasons,
Scandal always had some good ass music. Yeah, I do remember that about Scandal.
They're probably more on point in those earlier seasons, in my personal opinion. But they always knew how to drop that music in at the perfect time, and it's like you just got Al Green up in there in the background, just hitting all in the right moments and shit, boy. You know, and it's like
black showrunners, dog. Black showrunners know how to twerk the music, right way, man, and they know which ones to use. Because last time Strange Fruit started the first episode, Al Green, Love and Happiness, nigga.
Right.
Like, come on, son. Shouts out to y'all, and then and look, I like the way they look at each other because she wants to be with him so badly, but she has this block that she's creating for herself in her head that makes it. Because the thing is, this Black Lightning, she's feeling so guilty in this scene about the fact that she told him to go get their girls, and she feels like a hypocrite for telling her him to go be Black Lightning and get their girls back after telling him to stop being Black Lightning. And
did we mention on there that she views the Black Lightning, the whole persona, everything about it as an addiction?
Not only does she view it as an addiction and a path to destruction,
right?
But she feels like it destroys. It's just like the comic, man. She feels like he's gonna die, and he even came at her. He's like, "Look, the girl's grown. You know what I mean? They grown. But even if they grown, he don't get that. Nah, nigga, you still a person I care about, and like I don't want to be partial or have any blood on my hands by being a motherfucker that was pushing you to your death. So I understand that.
Or
but
allowing it, yeah.
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 And he pulled like OG Pimp move on. He like, the girls. I'll sleep on the couch because the girls, they need you here at the house.
Yeah, man. He was real close. He was about to slide in there, but then she was like, no, I think it's too late and I'm going to leave. You have no clothes on in this bathroom.
You're looking
so
too
I'm just
damn good.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave. I think it's best. And he's like, no, I tell you what you going to do.
Nigga,
you going to get in that bed and I'm going to get on the couch. And we going to make this thing work tonight. Boom.
You gonna just feel my presence because I know you're gonna be thinking about my light bright abs when you sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
But my nigga body, my muscles can glow, bitch. What's that?
Listen. When you wondering where they at, just think them downstairs. Them downstairs. Anyway, but So anyway, he works that out, keeps her there.
Oh, he gives her a kiss on the cheek as he leaves, as if they weren't just like kissing full blown sitting down.
But you kind of see her, like I see her conflict, but I see her also wanting to try to work this out. So it's like I'm also on her side. I see where she's coming from here, and you kind of see that wall slowly. It's starting to melt. It hasn't melted, but it's starting to melt.
It's melting,
and that's pretty. That evolution, that journey that we watch is pretty
and we
cool.
watch it pretty good throughout this episode because, and we're gonna get to this, but at a point in this episode, I remember distinctly thinking, "Damn, like something about to happen between these two," because they were on one great ass accord like midway through this episode. Like they were all happy and chummy, everything was good. Now I was like, no, this is a CW, and this is the motherfuckers who make the game and shit. No, nigga, drama is coming. They're about to have a reckoning or falling out at some point just to build that star-crossed lovers thing. And eventually it happens, as we see eventually further down in the episode. But one thing I want to give where we at right now is we're watching live with you. If you're watching with us or if you're just listening. But anyways, I love the way that they're using the news. Their news. The
news is sort of...
We have Clifton Powell ass popping up. I'm like, whoa, you're going to be in everything black, aren't you?
Right, yeah, it's not a black show unless Clifton Powell shows up. I mean, like, let's just be honest, man. This is now, you now are a black show. And congratulations.
And he's obviously going to have a character moving forward. I'm very curious to see what that is.
Yeah, because we see him at once and we don't see him again. He doesn't pop up again in this episode.
Now, in this episode...
Clearly, he's going to show up again.
But he's leading the march at the top of that this season in Black Lightning shit that we had those scenes that we never seen. Right. Mm-hmm. He's leading some vigil or something. So his character is recurring. Obviously, you ain't gonna just bring Clifton Powder just being some news bite on TV. You gonna get him to do something. But they also in this one have I like how they use the regular people, because like in the first episode, it was regular people saying, man, shit's sucking. The town is destroying, and the city's getting worse.
It's chaos. Nobody's in control.
Right, and this one's the same thing. And they cast great, because they cast people that I feel like I see on the street. Dog. They don't look like
they cast
actors.
Real people, yeah.
Because CW is come on, they're going to cast some pretty motherfuckers to be bums and shit half the time. But no.
Yeah, this is the pretty network. We don't have ugly people here.
But it goes to what you said something on mic. Let me pause this again. Oh, look at that face.
Maybe we make one exception.
This is an very adult show. Compared to what's normally on in this genre.
It's very, because like when we even, actually, I had that thought thinking about the next scene that I believe we're gonna jump into after this one, which is the daughter Nissa.
Nissa's the older daughter.
No, okay, my bad. No, that's not the next scene. So the next scene is actually...
Oh, no, I like this scene right here.
I like, Mr. fucking Buzzkill. God damn it, I'm trying to rev the crowd up. Thanks for fucking that up.
No, nigga, I mean, like,
every single thing is like, don't get me wrong, he had a point. But he was on every single thing he had to say. He had something to say.
But my thing is this, dog. All right, remember the last episode, we was cringing. We was like, my dude, like... But this is in the comic books as well as they say this in the show, where the point is, that's part of his character. He uses quotes. And they say that in this episode to establish, I guess, that... if you're pulling out these quotes, it's not them trying too hard to be black. That is part of his actual character.
Shout out to listening to us. But I know, definitely, everybody's like, motherfucker, if you give us one more goddamn quote, I swear to God.
But I swear to God, when he pulled out that quote, and that nigga basically said, and they shot him in the head. I know we bring up no motherfucking Martin Luther King, bitch.
It's like, God,
I don't hear that shit.
Listen, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to rev these people.
But I don't care. I'm glad on this white ass network. I love now, and it's happening more and more now in our generation, and that because oftentimes our white media like to say Martin Luther King died. And I like that there's more and more black people in the public space starting to say, no, he was killed. Stop trying to make it seem like he just laid over. He was killed. And then when you do some research, the government actually had to pay his family some money because it might have been a hit by the government. Might not really being might. It's really being most likely. You heard me? So
whatever circle you run in.
So I love seeing in this show, this nigga straight up. No, Martin Luther King was killed. You tell me all this peace shit, which was part of Martin Luther King's thing. Martin Luther King's a very complex individual. A lot of people don't like to talk about the other side of him. But anyway,
right, fair enough.
But he said, you know what I mean, nigga, no, say the real. You hear me? We got to do something. That's one thing I was like about this character. Because at first I was joked out because I laugh at I got a dark humor type thing. So when I just laughed at the fact of your boy Jefferson trying to be all positive and this big bald black man, like he just standing there all proud like he a superhero. Like, shut the fuck up. What you say is bullshit. Want my daughters.
I need to save my kids. Like, it's like I need to worry about my kids. Yeah. And it's sort of like, and the lady, like, I don't know, man. It's like when you look at the situation, it's like we're already in this boiling pot, and it's like now this emergence of hope is shown back up in Black Lightning, and now everybody wants a piece of that. But like the thing is, he only showed up to save his kids. He didn't show up to save all yours. This is how he saves your kids, through the school, through the legal channels.
And I'm so glad that nigga was called on that shit.
But Lawanda, like at this point, they're gonna figure out who the fuck, like, who he is if he keeps this shit up.
And that's a funny thing. But one thing I want to say is a recurring thing that happens in this scene and the next scene with La dog. But why him and his former students, look the same age, bro? Dog, that black don't crack,
nigga. That's what I was writing that shit down. How old are you?
Lawanda, look his.
See, like Lawanda is his goddamn student. Lala is his goddamn student. Nigga, these niggas look like your brother and sister.
Twins.
Like, are you serious?
Nigga, they look like your partners.
How old are you, nigga? Like, we need to gray you up a little bit more. This is what we trying to say. You are not Joe Clark.
Nigga, no, that's what I'm saying. No, they're trying to sell us like
Joe Clark.
It's our joke that he's Joe Clark with powers, but they're trying to sell us that he is actually Joe Clark with powers, as in probably Joe Clark's age. But no, son.
No, you don't play 60.
Nigga,
sorry.
dog, I'm saying you a smooth 40 something.
I feel like you should be a little older.
I'm gonna just say you're 40, Scooter.
You don't look it. Is what's the problem is.
And I'm like,
that's what it is. Like maybe you are, because black don't crack.
Black don't
to
crack.
An extent.
But
you know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself.
Old,
maybe this brother don't take a smoke, a drink, or nothing.
Lawanda,
so like, look at that skin. It's never gonna crack.
But it was all.
So
I
don't know.
So old though, dog, and not as in like, not much shit on the actress. It's like you look an old ass woman. I'm just saying for you to say that he was your teacher is like wow. Like I gotta capture these ages and understand for your character to have a daughter that's out here hoeing, you have to be a certain age.
Goddamn.
But it's like
y'all fucking in school, weren't you?
Or
when
something.
did you have this baby?
But another beautiful thing, I don't say beautiful, but cleverly written thing about Lawanda is she's a vet. Cause we didn't get to that. We didn't get to that scene yet.
Okay,
but
it's so sad. Yeah, bro. When you watch this thing a second time, knowing what we're gonna end up with her, man, it is so fucking sad, man.
Yeah, man.
This whole like I don't want to watch this shit.
It was well written, and the actress killed it, and she called him on all his shit.
But like,
what she saying right now?
You gotta understand.
This mess went down, and they gonna stay open as long as they got those girls in there.
Oh yeah, she said I'm gonna get my daughter.
And he didn't know that the motel opened back up. The motel that he basically fucked up. I wouldn't want to go to that goddamn motel. He just bust through there and like zapped motherfuckers who didn't have nothing to do with why he was there. That's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know. I didn't want to take it.
But
so yeah, he didn't know. But like, it's amazing that spot opened up. I mean, like, he went through zapping everybody. He didn't just go. But anyway, all right, that's fine. Go conduct business again the next day.
Tobias motherfucking Will runs this shit, and it's gonna be out. What they clapping about?
And
Hold
then
on, I want to see what they clapping about. Okay. They clapping on this nigga.
Somebody
before we get to
Tobias.
Tobias.
Go back,
For free. None of us.
Oh, that's when she hit him with that quote.
Yeah, she got quotes too.
She got quotes. I love when they do with the
that
quotes.
shit right before she walked into the gym.
Nigga,
this nigga gonna say something. He gonna give me one goddamn quote, nigga, and I'm gonna have to cut him. But instead, I'm gonna cut him with words. Let me see. Google a quote.
And this is only episode 2. Your daughter hit you with the quote. Shut you. And that's another thing. After that lady hit him with the quote off, they went to the daughter looking down like, oh daddy, kind of got you. She kind of got you there.
What you gonna do with
You
these
ain't got no quote.
What you gonna do?
He had no quote.
What you gonna do?
Look, we got the thing paused. His face is just like, damn. She got me. She right. Cause dog, you're Black Lightning, and she said the real nigga. You came back to save only your kids, and that's a fucked up thing when you really look at the whole situation of damn nigga. And that's the thing about his character that I do see about him that's very complex. He feels guilty about giving up his powers, of giving up being Black Lightning. That's why he's so hard up being like, no, he's not coming back. No, stop. No, Gambi, I'm not gonna do it again. Cause deep down, he
could smell his family like right around the corner, dude.
But you know the city needs you. Freeland is your city. You're not in Gotham. You're not in Metropolis. You ain't in no place that got other spots, nigga. It's you, son, and you are. And dude, like
this man, it's been years since my man's got some loving.
Only for your kids.
Years.
Man.
All right, it's time for mama to come home. It's been years.
That Black Light. You know what
It's been years.
Oh man, so you think he's been mama
needs to come home.
I mean, it's been years since he's had her. You don't think Jefferson School would have been freaking dating? He had no dates.
You think so? Not with the daughters and stuff. For all we know, Vice Principal McBody might actually be an old jump off. They might have had a situation. That's why she act like that. And he just what? That is a dope idea.
He just be like, nah, bro, we don't discuss this.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You chill.
I think he only got asked for a girl.
He does. I believe you. But over 9 years, man, a man is a man.
Very, very true. Very, very true. But then again, this is the CW.
And then again, we talk about superheroes. I mean, sometimes, they be super. I mean, they're nobler than us. That's why they're heroes and shit. So maybe he did,
I mean, we're gonna go get some mouse apples. You could still be Black Lightning. Not really, because we want the family back.
Because here go the kick, dog. We don't know when she left because it seems like he promised her in that bathtub scene while he's bleeding out that he wouldn't do it again,
right?
And then I think he went back and did it
again. Yeah.
And so they haven't been together for 9 years, and Black Lightning hasn't been seen up until some battle with Tobias Well, where I guess he must have faked his death or some shit. But I don't know.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
it could. I don't know, because as we get into Tobias Well, and he walks
there
out.
He is. Yes. There he is.
Tobias Well is such a G character. I love this villain already. I can't wait to see him and Black Lightning clash again. And that's another thing I really love about where the starting point of this show, which is they already have history. We have to catch up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not origin. No, we have to catch up on what went down with y'all. And there's so much you can write and you can come from off the fact of you have established hatred. We just don't know why. And I'm very curious to see why. And this albino motherfucker say, oh, these goddamn darkies, and that make Lala be like, damn, you really don't like black people. And oh my God, in this black show, what a beautiful thing to just throw into your show. Some black, like, come on, like, writers, dog, I'm going to be hailing your praises a lot here, because that's the type of shit you're not going to see on your average CW show. You hear me? A black man asking a lighter skinned black man, yo, you hate yourself or you hate black people? Like, what the fuck was wrong with you? Like, in a weird way. Then his reaction was, I don't hate black people. Basically, I hate niggas. Like, that's basically what he said. You hear me?
If he only had the capacity to say it that way, that is exactly what he said.
He basically said, I hate all the worst forms of us. Mm-hmm. And when you're like, basically, I don't want to quote him wrong, because of course he's selling in such a villain way. But, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what I got from him. But the other side of Tobias is, this is an albino black man. How many albino black people that you know? And I already know being a kid, nigga, you must have been getting ribbed and shit. So there's a certain hatred that, like, either for yourself or for the type of dark type of people, that pigmented people that might have been fucking with you and shit. It makes you wonder, like, because when people have that type of hatred for skin tone and for race and shit, especially like that self-hatred shit, something happened.
Fair, yeah. I feel like, we talking about the character?
Yeah, the
right.
character.
Okay, fair enough.
To just really be saying these darkies and this and that.
Fair enough. I feel like, I do feel that way. I feel exactly that way. I think that, I don't know, dude. It's like this cat just has so much swag. It's like I'm sure there was a point in his life where maybe that he didn't, exude this, but it's like, man, that
the ugliest niggas rib the best. There's
enough.
Reason for that, you know what I mean?
Fair enough, yeah. But this cat, this cat, he just seems like he's got swag, man. That's all.
It's hard to hate him, even though he gives you many reasons to hate him. But this character, the swag, he's like albino Kingpin. You hear me? Like, he's Wilson Fisk.
Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. All right, I can get down with that.
You dig? It's like, dog, it's like, I'm not supposed to hate you, but something about your bravado, I vicariously, like, envy, just off the fact that you just seem like you do what you want. You just do that shit. And that's the best bad guys, really, like, just certain, the best characters are the ones that you can't help but respect no matter what they do, even though they could be a bit despicable, for me at least, because I find a joy in the villainy in certain instances.
Right, fair enough. So what happens? So yeah, he basically gives him their marching orders. Puts the ball gag in his mouth. This part I didn't remember.
He put a ball gag.
He puts a ball gag in the guy's mouth. He
made his white chick put Lala on his knees and put a ball gag in his mouth so he could listen to his instructions.
Right, polyester mouth.
Nigga, linen mouth, nigga.
Linen mouth.
That's power, son. He just letting you know, and that's what he's talking about in that shit. Like, dog, if they perceive you to be weak, you weak.
And then we got this. We have this.
Because his issue was this fake ass Black Lightning, and he's like, we gotta find out who the Black Lightning nigga is. Right. Get on that shit. Find your cousin. Everybody.
Yeah, because he's still under the belief that can't, like, for some reason he can't. He doesn't seem to think that there's a possibility that that's the real Black Lightning. Like, I don't know what it is.
Because so whatever happened.
Whatever happened. Which I can't wait to find out. But yeah, that's so interesting because, like, he's dead set on that this motherfucker's dead, and we just sit there watching him walk the earth. But anyway, so we get to this lovely, lovely scene where she basically steals the show. This is what she, like, knowing where this shit ends. If I would have known the title of this would have really probably broke my heart the first time around. But every single moment after it just sort of man, It's sad because you know where this is gonna go.
Right.
And you understand her point though. It's like that's another thing too from the first scene. It's sort of like I get her point. It's sort of like she's sort of been reinvigorated. Like, look, his kids were snatched from the school at gunpoint, and they were taken back. They were saved from this place that her daughter can't be saved from. So now she feels
the exact same
she feels
building.
that hope. Yeah, she feels the hope. Well, fuck, if your kids were saved from this place, my daughter can be saved from this place.
Right.
Like you felt in my heart of hearts. I felt where she was coming from.
And like I was talking about in this scene, she's a vet, and like, you know, the powerlessness of, you know, the fact that if I serve this country, but I can't even get my city to serve me. Like,
and the dad was killed in the line of duty.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and had a real strong connection with the daughter. So
all
it's
she has left is her daughter, who reminds her of her dead husband, and that's all she has. And once again, like you said, the spark, like you lit the spark, no pun intended, Black Lightning, by saving your kids.
Right. Like you gave everybody else hope now, and it's like you can't just put that shit away.
And that's what she was saying, that we used to call you, because for a second in this scene, I thought she knew.
And I think he kind of thought so too. And then it sort of became, well, it's like, oh, not only are you this superhero, but you're Jesus.
You're Black Jesus. You're the black principal that did this and that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like the comic I read in year 1. You know, that's the type of clout he seemed to have in their community. Yeah, which was that nigga.
No matter what, everyone's gonna look to you.
You super nigga.
Yeah. So it's kind of like,
and
like, what do you do?
It just felt like she knew, or maybe she, and that makes you wonder, like, do people have a feeling, like, because no matter what, I feel like if it was a superhero that was real, you'd at least wonder who it was or if it could be somebody. And you're a big, tall-ass black man. You got a pretty good build. You know what I mean? Even if you got this flashy thing that make nobody be able to see your face specifically. You know what I mean?
It's sort of hard to... Okay.
But maybe it's the Superman effect of...
They do a better effect with... Flash, yeah. Like when Flash does it, it's like it's very clear what they're doing. Yeah. And I think that Flash probably has double, or one would even argue maybe triple, you know, this budget. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're not working with the same. They
could have did some effect on his face or some sound effect to let us know, oh, this is like lightning mode, and you know, all it takes is a little bit of dialogue to say, oh, in lightning mode, they can't make out his face. Even though she said that dialogue herself, they could have shown it. They could have shown it in the last episode. Then when she said it in this episode, we were like, oh, that's what that wee or whatever, you know, they did was. But it really just seemed...
I think they probably couldn't do anything really dope in time, so they just, you know...
I feel like they shot that
and
pilot.
Just sort of say it, right.
Without knowing where they were going to go with it.
Yeah. Maybe meant to go back and
they got picked up for a full season, and they was like, oh shit, we got to explain how these daughters was able to see their goddamn dad and not know their goddamn dad. Yeah, because even in the direction of the scene, when we talked about it last episode, we was like, wait a minute, like...
Still kind of think they're putting it together. I still think
they left it ambiguous, but they left even the direction of that scene, they left it ambiguous, like... You could have taken it as the girls were in shock, but they knew it was their daddy. If you showed that scene in isolation and you asked people which one you thought it was, they could go either way, and you could be like, oh.
Yeah, you could argue either way, right?
And I felt like that was purposefully done. Yeah. But I'm back on track on this scene. But like, it was a beautiful scene with Lawanda. She put it on his fucking face like, dog, like, man, I gotta fight for mine.
Yeah, she lays it all out there for him. Like, this is all I have left. So and
this actress did a hell of a job. Yeah. She's not the typical type that you would see on CW. I appreciate that, showrunners, that y'all getting like realistic looking black folk. They look like Marty. They look like my AT. You heard me? AT to Lawanda. You heard me?
Right. Mr. Pierce can do whatever he wants in Freeland. We used to call you Black Jesus. Thought you could walk on the lawn.
Lawanda.
No, it's okay, Mr. Pierce. Everybody said they prayed for me, but ain't nobody willing to fight for me.
See, that was that real shit. She said, everybody's saying prayers for me, but ain't nobody willing to fight for me. Woo! That was bars. That was Lawanda bars. Lawanda bars, bad. And then she stormed off, left him in his thoughts. Think on that, Scooter. Think on it. So then Scooter and the freaking talking to the cop Henderson, his best friend, and this dude bothers me.
Okay, so why does he bother you?
I don't like his voice. I don't like his face. I feel like his character.
Sound like me from last week.
I feel like his character's shady. Cause I've seen him.
You sound exactly like me from last week.
I feel like his character's shady, and he seemed like, nigga, just do like Scooter telling them, look, dog, we need to do this. No, we can't do that. Nigga, you the cops. We need to try this. No, we can't do that. We need to try this. No, we can't do that either. Like, damn, nigga, you got any ideas? Or is you in on some shit? I would hate to see that you in on some shit because I want there to be a clean cop. I want you to be the clean cop. I don't want to have, like, they can have a few dirty cops, that's fine. But as much as I be having issues with cops and shit, and as regards to being a black male and all that, dog, I do want to have hope that there are great and good cops that you can trust. So if he can be that person, that's great. You think there's a chance
he might be dirty?
Hell yeah, I think there's a chance he could be dirty, or he's just incompetent.
Fair enough. I just think he's incompetent. Because, like, I think you should know, I don't know, by the end of this episode, I hope you know that your friend here is Black Lightning.
Yeah, especially when a nigga said...
This is just a little strange.
When a nigga said some information that he shouldn't know, and he just said some bullshit, my daughter saw. No, fuck that.
I mean, like, this can't be the first... You telling me this is the first time he had a slip-up like that? Because this seems very amateur slip-up to begin with. Yeah. But yeah, okay, cool. You know what? But he did have a really quick answer for that. My daughters. I'm like, okay, cool. Can't argue with that.
See, here go my thing, dog. Here go my thing. Is he a detective? Because that's my thing. That's my thing with Jim Gordon, nigga. If you're a detective... You can't be around both alter ego and superhero, and I'm supposed to believe you're a detective, and you can't detect that them niggas is the same, or you a shit ass detective to me. You feel me? So if he's a regular ass cop, I let regular ass cop slide. But your detective ass should know your partner, even build, even if you don't see a face, build, voice. Okay, voice get changed. We'll see, Henderson. I'm not on Henderson's
you
side.
Shouldn't. I'm not gonna, I don't know, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to jump too far. But
we
it's
really
sort of
flip.
Like, it doesn't seem. Yeah, no. I still don't like him. But once again, I didn't like him from the beginning.
Well,
you
got
it's
a friend in me.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so glad we're on the same page. Man. Me. Yes, he is awful.
He's awful. New scene
now. Yeah, so this is one of those moments where there are consequences once again. Now we recognize this little kid when we see him initially. We're talking about the scene.
Wait before we even get to the kid. I'm gonna let you get to the kid. But we get introduced to old girl's LeBoo, her partner, the guy that she's talking to.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, because we were not introduced to this
guy.
She
didn't seem like she had a guy on the side, and like I guess now that we gotta give everybody a boo, baby.
Now we've been picked up.
We gotta give her a boo. We
gotta get this attractive ass light skinned nigga.
Yeah,
and we gotta get her a boo.
Right. So she's face chatting with him with her mom right over there, which is like I would have shut that shit down. It's like,
but no,
I guess so. She has been through a lot, so it's all right for him to come over and
dog. And
it's fine. It's cool.
Later in the episode, they get official or whatnot, but they present him as her friend. Like, they like each other, but as her friend. Because even when you're hitting her up, he like, man, you went through this shit. I'm checking on you.
Right, yeah.
Like, everything good? Like, you know what I mean? He really seems like he gives a fuck. And in these episodes,
he seems like he gives a fuck, but he's also seems like he out for pussy.
But I mean, that's high school boys. I think he likes her. I think he likes her too.
Yeah. No, I think he likes her too.
Like,
I think he likes her too.
High school boys. Every high school boy wants some pussy. But
fair enough. We high school. Fuck high
every
school.
Man wants some pussy.
Everybody.
But we like women too.
Every age.
We like women too. So I think he likes it. I think he actually cares about it. He's really checking up on it because he seemed earnest and like, you know what I mean. I like their little chemistry.
You're very kind. I look at this like a dad. It's like I don't like the look of that. I don't like the cut of his jib.
I mean, because the thing is, later on,
but he's cool. No, he's cool though. I'm gonna
get in his ass in the later scene.
Oh, really? Okay, fair
not
enough.
in his ass, but really? I'm gonna say something about him later. Really? But in this scene, I liked how they were rocking. I like, she liked him. I like this actress, the girl playing Jennifer. She's very natural, and we talked about this last time.
Yeah, she's
and
good.
I really like her, dog. So get back to with the rest of the scene with the little boy that got chastised by Lala.
Yeah, so we know what's up here. At least we know he ain't on the up and up.
Right,
now,
when he walk up.
And I don't think there's a chance in hell he's gonna actually shoot her. So like whatever this is, we know it's meant to mess with her, but like it's also
the same boy that Lala and Scooter was arguing over at school in the first episode.
Right, in the first episode. Yeah. But also too I don't know, man. Like, is that what we're doing? He went to no other fucking house but the one they were at. And nobody stopped the kid or nothing. You just waved at him and said, hey. I mean, he went to nobody else's house.
Nope. You being picky.
I don't know, man. You all suck.
He just a little boy. Like, he a little boy.
But, like,
he a little boy.
We know he's not going to shoot her. But he could have.
If you're the cops.
He could have.
If you're the cops, why would you think this little boy about to shoot her, bro? This little boy? He don't even look like one of the thug boys we see later. He a little boy. He look like a little boy to me.
Okay. I don't know. I don't want to profile.
You're profiling. That's what you're doing, son.
I don't want to profile.
He just looks like a little boy, man.
He did show up with a pistol.
Boy, he did.
And spray the girl with stuff. I hate the profile.
He sprayed it with red paint.
He was.
And that was a chilling scene, dog.
That was very. Oh, were you? Okay. Yeah, like for a second I was like, could they? But like,
son, but that's a mind fuck regardless. You know what I mean? If you feel like somebody out to get you, there's some little kid walk up, you want to buy, if Wolf was a little girl, that'd be even worse. You want to buy some candy, and then you like, yeah, little girl, and then start spraying on you, but they don't really kill you, they just show you what could have happened.
What would have been dope is if it had been a kid that we hadn't seen before, so it would have been an actual surprise, because that kid never shows up again in the episode. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
He has a role. That little boy probably going to show up throughout the season.
Oh yeah, he's probably going to show up again. But in terms of this being a shock to us, it would have been great if it had, you know,
I agree.
Been a kid we didn't know.
I agree. That would have been even more dramatic because you would have been like,
now, that would have made me feel like, oh shit, is she gonna die?
Right.
Like, you know, and then, you know,
I mean, that once you see his pain,
sense
of
relief. Yeah, it's a sense of relief very, very
that would have
quickly.
been. But the thing is, I still was shocked because the boy was never like, okay, the boy was shown in conjunction with Lala, so I already had a piece of me thinking, is this some Lala shit? But one on the other tip, he was shown being abused by Lala. So it could have just been like this little boy we might be setting up some relationship between this little boy and your girl for later, because that's not out the box. Like we saw him getting abused. So what if he's just some kid that we show as
he's a friend later on. He comes in handy later. Yeah, on.
Like some good kid that she could have took under her wing as a little brother or some crazy. Like there's different things that went through my mind that I didn't instantly think he was there to do harm. I was like, okay, let's see where this is going.
No, the minute I saw that cat, I'm like, oh, that little nigga up to no good. And y'all just let this nigga walk right past him. Now, granted, because it's the cat we've already know, like I said, I just know the way they're setting it up, it's not going to be. But also, too, doing that sort of puts Black Lightning in what and like I said, they don't waste a lot of time. I said this in the beginning. They don't waste a lot of time with what we see and what we do, how we get from point A to point B. So it's like this puts Black Lightning in a position where I gotta either take you out or, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be my
daughter.
Yeah, my kids, my family is gonna live in fear for the rest of their life. So that means you got to go.
And I love the fact that they jump right to that in the next scene.
Right.
The very next scene that you saw after you saw, and once again a great job by a girl playing Jennifer Pierce. That's Jennifer Pierce. Because she was shaking, but she didn't go the route of, oh my God, I'm crying. She went, she shook.
Went shell shock.
I'm shook. Mm-hmm. Great acting, loved it. But and they just went straight into Black Lightning going to see Lala, like boom.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
straight nigga shit. Boom.
Yeah, what we waiting for? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't talk to the. Well, here's the thing. He's already talked to the cops.
Right.
They've already told him there's nothing that they can do. Okay. And what are they gonna say again? The cops let the damn kid walk past him. What are they gonna do? Not a damn thing.
Gonna say Lala didn't do it. I was doing a prank.
I applaud him for actually going to have a conversation with him. But I mean, this nigga needs to get lit up. Let's just be honest.
But he went to go have a conversation because once again, man, because he went to have a fucking man-to-man, but he ain't going there like a bitch. He going there all like everything about his demeanor, Jefferson Pierce's demeanor right now. I can't call this man Scooter, nigga. You a Jefferson Pierce, nigga. I all respect in this moment because I wouldn't want you coming up on me like that tall ass nigga. Lala only feeling confident because he's surrounded by a bunch of niggas, dog. You one arm, look at this big tall ass man.
He ain't gotta say nothing. No boy trying to get his close up and fucking Fredro Starr's little cousin over there who didn't need a sandwich.
So it was just like it was so intense. He basically was giving him his last warning, like I'm going to fuck you up. That's exactly what that was. Like, look, do not fuck with my daughters no more.
Also, they had an agreement that they wouldn't fuck with each other.
And that was the strength. And that's another reason why I was about to get to that too. And that's absolutely right. That was another reason why he went to talk. And I just whooped his ass because, nigga, because even your boy Lala even say, I had some, I fuck with you when you was my teacher, even though we look the same age. Right. I fuck with you when you was my teacher. You feel me? But that's all the respect we got. Now, Lala, from his point of view, he do think that the girls are talking to the cops, and that's what the gangster would do, of course.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
So they definitely are talking to the cops.
So it's not like it's outside of
it's
and it's not like Lala. He said it too.
He's well within he's well sort of within his rights to be pissed because and
he said it too. I could have really had some nigga really shoot her.
But the whole like now my people gonna live in fear, dude. So it's like we gotta. No. I just gotta take you out now.
You're absolutely right, but Lala on the level of nigga, I could have really shot your daughter, nigga.
Yeah. That's the scary thing though too. So it would be scary as fuck to have to live in fear every day. So I gotta take you out now, Cotton, Linen Mouth.
Linen Mouth.
Linen
Mouth Lala.
Linen Mouth Lala. But so then also too, so he has homie who wants his close up and Fredro Starr's cousin. They jump him, they get physical, bring him down on one knee, dude. And
his eyes turn white. And for a second I'm like, oh, is he gonna do some weird lightning shit where he make the cell phones electrocute their ass cracks or some shit? Because he got control over all electricity.
Well, in this
wait, pause. He about to say my favorite line.
Okay.
He about to say my favorite line. Said to him,
Don't mistake my patience for weakness, boy.
Don't mistake my patience for weakness, boy. That is a real line. But continue. What you saying?
But yeah, I don't know. You got a minute. Oh yeah. Fair enough. So, nope, lost it. Okay, lost it.
They whoop Black Lightning's ass.
And
well, let me whoop his ass. They knock him down. He has his patience. His eyes turn white. And
this is when I realized I don't need superpowers. And also too, in the beginning, it's too early in the season. It's out in the open. That would be the worst time for him to reveal himself as Black Lightning. So he's gonna sort of calm himself down. There's no real threat of that.
He's gonna do the superhero thing,
right? Yeah, but it's like because this isn't one of those shows that'll be like, let's shock the shit out of you and have him fucking expose himself in the beginning. It's not that kind of show. So it's like he's gonna do that, and I guess that's not it kind of takes a little bit of the fun away from it.
But I do find it interesting if they go a certain route of the people knowing, but they just pretend they don't. Because what comic book that was? It was a comic book. It was a somebody comic line where everybody in the city knew this superhero's identity, but they just didn't give a fuck. So they just never outed him. I don't know if it was Green Arrow or Flash. It was one of those two. It was either Green Arrow or Flash. But that was what happened. Like, they all knew, and they just like, yeah, he's Green Arrow or whatever, and okay.
That's it.
That's
okay.
It. You know what I mean?
That's how we get down.
So I wouldn't mind that Freeland went in that direction of, well, no one's going to, like, tell the cops that he's, you know what I mean, or like, try to put him in jail. But, like, because that's what it felt like when Lawanda was talking to him, and apparently that's not what it was, but it would have been, because even when she talks to him later, the fact that she keeps trying to push him to go get her daughters as if he's bulletproof or something just says a lot. And I guess could be alluding to the fact that she know that Lala's a former student, so that might be on the face value of it. But it would be very interesting if they had another layer to it. That's a wrinkle.
Right.
But what you saying, my dude?
So so now this is the moment where you sort of blow my mind and explain that he's Alfred Fox.
Yep. Talking about James Remar as a Gambi, but
right, we're at that moment now. So this is where I was like, okay, so this is a show made for adults. This is why. This is the scene.
No. We're not gonna just run over Alfred Fox.
We're not gonna run over that? Okay, because I wanted to jump right into this.
Not to that. Right. Because Alfred Fox is pushing Jefferson to be Black Lightning.
Geppetto there.
Yeah.
So he's very much so. He likes to play the role because he has this sort of confrontation later on with Lynn about hey, should can you talk him out of it? Can you talk Jefferson out of this? And I said that right?
You talking about he's asking? No, you talking about when she's asking him to talk
him out of it,
to talk Jefferson out of it, and he's and James Remar, Alfred Fox, AF is like, nah.
He's like, no, it's his choice. Yeah, right. So
I want to know more about his history.
Yeah, I want to know more about it too. Yeah, it'd be nice to sort of kind of get a little background on them.
He's so adamant about this man being Black Lightning because I feel like every scene we've seen him in so far has been him pushing this man to be Black Lightning.
Yeah,
every single one.
Yep.
And so that's why I'm like, why are you so adamant? Who died? Who hurt you?
Some sort of stakes.
Who hurt you, AF?
That's not apparent just yet, I think.
He has some stakes that's not apparent.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the fuck they are.
Me too. Very interested.
You feel me?
I also want to talk about this next scene.
And Jefferson like, no, Black Lightning's not back. Black Lightning's not. He's just not.
Yeah, but it's like you know he's coming back. It's like you keep on fanning this flame. You know it's gonna catch the wildfire eventually.
Bitch, you got a whole season, Crest, Scooter. Now let's get to your scene that you want to talk about. What I call the Anissa pimp scene.
Yeah, so Anissa plays her game. Like, this is, for me, this sort of feels like, okay, yeah, we're kind of going for a more adult audience on the CW, and it's like, okay, cool. And of course, she has to be effing gorgeous. She has to be a top model because
she looks good. And big ups to Nefessa Williams in being the first black female superhero character on television.
Yeah, fair enough.
You making history with your fine ass, but continue.
But anyway, yeah, this is where it just sort of skewed for me. Where
fine,
it's like
talented ass.
Yeah, this is a 9:00 show. I'm sorry, that wasn't you I was having that argument with.
It was L-Dub on the episode, because he said it was central, but
he kept, we were like,
because
okay,
a switch had happened. A few years ago. Oh, okay. Because at one point when we were younger, the WB was like 8/7 central. Mm-hmm. And shit like that, but at a point we just started getting the hard 8, like it just comes on the 8 everywhere, and some people just get it before others.
Right. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So that's what it is. But it's not central. It just comes whenever it hit 8 by you. That's what you get.
It. So, but like, yeah. So this is a show that comes on later on the network. So you know what I'm saying. It's not doing prime time or whatever. So maybe the kiddies are being put to bed who should be put to bed at this point in the the more say teenage to adult. Still up watching TV. So, that's sort of what it seems like they're geared towards, and I'm happy about that. It's really apparent here, I think, in my opinion. But cool. Also, another cool scene to sort of, I don't know, I guess kind of get a little background on her. I kind of wondered whether or not, because at some point in the episode, we sort of get that everybody knows that, she has a girlfriend. She's out. Is just not something we've ever discussed until this point.
Pause. I want to get exactly back to that point. But before you get to that point, I want to go back to something that you were talking about how, but the lesbian sex scene basically establishes that this is more of an adult show. Yes. And I'm like, that's a funny thing in our country that nigga Arrow, he was a complete murderer. All through season 1. Murdering.
Was he?
Murdering. That he didn't decide to stop murdering.
He murders the henchman and then takes the bosses to jail.
Unbathed. No, he murders. He murders.
Oh, he murders them too?
No, he was a murdering motherfucker in season 1, and at the end of season 1, something happens that I'm not going to spoil that makes him decide I need to stop murdering. So then for another season or 2, he decides he's going to fight his urge to murder and not murder. He don't murder for like 2 seasons. Then some other shit happens. He's like, you know what? Think I'm murdering again, and he kind of starts murdering, and then now recently it's just like
he's like the Dexter.
He's not intentionally murdering anymore, but he is not like a hard stance against murder either. You know what I mean? You can see he's trying not to murder. Yeah. But if he murders, you don't see funerals. That's all I'm saying. But we don't think about time slots on murder. But see these 2 women lay up in the bed and kiss and we got to be like it's adult. That's a funny thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's very true. It's, because we're like this. I don't know.
And Arrow was always fucking something too.
Oh, really?
In the first 2 seasons at least.
See,
it's like he doesn't even have
Arrow, though. That's
it's like he don't have sex anymore, dog. But Riverdale, they be fucking, I think. But I mean, this is
But we're like and this is a way of thinking I've been brought up with as well too, and I guess it's really like that Southern Baptist way of thinking too. But we're a very sexually repressed sort of nation, if society. You will. It's society, yeah. It's that's just kind of and I was brought up that way. It's been a bit of a fight growing up and just sort of opening up. But that is sort of still a kind of a way of thinking, and. Yeah, man.
It's a funny thing, but what I will still agree with you that this show still feels geared towards an adult audience. I'm just saying I won't use this scene as the measuring stick
as the anchor
because like I said, there's still because
I feel like they want to go further than they do, but it's like we are a network show.
If this show was on like HBO or something, it'll be another kind of show.
Netflix, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? They do dispense some murder, if you will, by the end of this episode.
Like you said, this show is at least trying to get as close as possible they can to the edge.
Like I'll keep saying this. Take a drink CW. Every time. This is your drinking word now that you know. This show has real consequences to it. Linen Mouth was warned at the end of last episode?
We gonna get to because that
he was warned.
You're saying some loaded shit to see what happens with Linen Mouth. We're gonna get back to Linen Mouth.
I'm sorry, my apologies.
Because it seemed, if you really look at the macro of Linen Mouth, like he was warned in the last episode, but then you look at how his actions led up to his final consequence, and you're right, like consequences is the drinking word of this episode, but always remember that that's the drinking word of this episode, but the drinking word of every episode is Black
Panther.
No, wrong superhero. All black superheroes are the same guy.
Sorry.
Even though Wesley Snipes tried. Wesley Snipes wanted to be Black Panther in the 90s at the same time as been playing Blade.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, damn,
that's very interesting.
You was going to try to be every black superhero. I believe it, Wesley. But
well, you know what? If Chadwick Boseman can be every damn real live person we've ever had,
he's going to be you someday.
You know, maybe. Yeah,
he might be method acting to be you right now, and we don't even know it.
That's cool, man. He should do some research on when my Facebook account was hacked. But no, I'm sorry.
So back to the situation when you were talking about the seriousness or non-seriousness of their relationship, and it gets to the point where I was calling Anissa a pimp because I was like, wait a minute. This girl here was like, we've been dating a year and you have not met my family? I was like, wow.
That's a straight up pimp move. Well, it's a straight up pimp move how she like, cause like when she lays it all out for you, like, well, damn, that's kind of. I know your intentions, ma'am.
And this girl ain't trying to even pressure Anissa into a relationship, but she let her intentions be known. Like, look, this is what I want, and this is like, dog. You can see she ain't there. Like she like the situationship, but she don't. You can see
she's very much in love with the situation.
Yeah, she don't want that clank, dog. Like you Kendrick spirit in this. I see.
But you don't want to let her. You don't want to let that bird fly away
because she feeling her. That's the thing, dog. A lot of people just be thinking, motherfuckers just be like, it's either you're gonna be with me or you're not. It's like sometimes you are in that middle ground of, you know what, I want to be with you, but I don't want to just be with you fully yet. There's a lot of me. You want something different. There's a lot of me that we want different things. Yeah. We're on different paths. Mm-hmm. And they're both being selfish because Anissa's being selfish because she know that girl want more, but she still wants that girl. And that girl being selfish because she know Anissa's not ready for what you want, but she's still trying to hope. and they both have these expectations and entitlements with each other and dealing with,
it's a universal
what they want
dynamic.
It's the funniest thing, like in acting. A lot of times they say every character wants something, and you got it, and that's what you're fighting for in the scene with another character. What you want, and it's very apparent in this scene that they both want two different things, and they're clashing, but in a beautiful way because it's not a fight. It's not two black women up here rah rah rah. No, they're being sensual, subtle, but they're communicating with each other. They just obviously have different wants.
But it's like she's kind of like also too you.
She ain't met that girl family in no year.
She's sort of like, I don't know. For me, I kind of feel like maybe everybody's not being honest or upfront about it in the beginning. But it's
my nigga.
Like I said, universal.
If in the next
dynamics.
episode Anissa show us that she got another LeBoo, would you be surprised? I would.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I kind of would be. Yeah, I would be.
I would
because even though she hasn't met that chick's parents or whatever, like everybody's still aware of her. You know what I mean?
Nigga.
Like everybody's aware of that chick.
In a future scene, her parents can't think of her name.
Yeah, they can't remember her name.
They was like, I think it's.
But they're aware of her.
Hey, dog. Hey, you gonna be aware of the main.
Okay, fair enough. No, maybe.
Shouts out to Anissa side chick. I know you out there, girl. What's jam? So we get into the scene. Henderson go to Jefferson's house. Oh, they like the 3-syllable words for the black men.
Right.
And okay,
so apparently they're like
about,
neighbors.
Right? Yeah, they're neighbors. Apparently,
we check in to make sure you guys are okay.
Yeah. So he's walking his dog, stopping over.
Girlfriend's Jim was upstairs asleep.
Oh, and they have a pretty cool bro moment, dog. When you be like, oh, your girl's upstairs asleep, and he's like, you back in there.
I'll be acting like you ain't happy. You just don't want to do a 2-step or something. Yeah.
But Jefferson kept it 100, like, well,
I don't kiss or tell, brother. But still everybody's still keeping hope alive for the relationship to come back to life. Hey, happy for that.
I'm just a huge fan of just
like, thanks for leaving those cops that did shit.
Oh yeah, hopefully they got new ones, bro. You know what I mean? But I love tender moments between black men on television because most times they have us at odds with each other. And I love tender moments between black women on television because no matter what, they're going to get to the violence. They're going to get to the drama. But just two niggas, they just popping up talking about, man, like, I see a girl up there. I just like that shit. Or like, you know what I mean? It's just cool things, dog. And they're establishing for us, these guys are friends, even though I don't like Henderson.
Now, here's what I will say. I really like him in that moment that you just spoke about. I really like him in that moment. I forget
with his partner.
Yeah, I forget that I hate him in that moment. But as soon as he gets back to talking business, I hate him again.
And he got one of them voices like, okay, I don't like, what's his name? Dennis Haysbert, what's his name? Allstate. Allstate. For black president from 24.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
The Allstate man.
I know. Arrogant Observer, you probably screaming his goddamn name.
Oh, Arrogant Observer's going crazy,
Son
man. Dennis Haysworth. Yeah. Let me look at this guy's name.
You got the stuff right there.
I hate his fucking voice. Dennis Haysbert, dog. Not his wife. I don't care about his wife. Him. Dennis Haysbert.
Okay.
That guy. I hate his voice. When he opens his mouth, he just bothers the living hell out of me. I don't know why.
You don't like his voice?
I hate his voice, dog.
Oh, wow.
And this guy Henderson has one of those voices too. When he speaks, I'm like, I hate your voice. I actually don't care about what you're talking about. It's just like the
face he makes when he talks. I don't know what he's like. What are you doing, man?
Black Lightning was giving him a look. Basically, they're all saying we got to find, CW Thug, Will, your boy Lala, Lennon Mouth cousin.
And so in a very cottonmouth moment, my man is sitting there listening to his old jams.
What are you listening to?
Too bad he don't have a club that they could bring him to where he could actually listen to this guy, perform this thing live. Oh, my bad. That's Luke.
He do have a club. Remember we saw in episode 1.
Oh shit, he does have a club. Why he does not know how to book his club?
Nah, son. He just not big dog enough like Cottonmouth to kill a nigga in this club. Cottonmouth is a whole G out here.
Cottonmouth will kill a nigga in this club, get killed in this club. Shit, it's everything. Spoiler alert.
Lennon Mouth said, look here, bro. Like
they got him in the same burnt up ass t-shirt.
Yeah, son.
Y'all could get that man a new t-shirt? That is a damn shame.
Nah, they picked him up right afterwards, man.
Right after? That nigga was in the hospital. Nah. Oh, no, wait, my bad. No, he ran out of the ambulance. Mm-hmm. Right, I remember that.
So they caught that boy slipping same night.
Yeah. Did you think he was going to shoot him when they first dropped him off there?
Nope.
I didn't think so either.
I didn't think he was going to kill his cousin.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that's when I texted you.
If you were going to get to this point the whole time, you should have killed him in the beginning.
It's cousin.
Like you were always going to be here. It was inevitable you were going to get here.
It's your family.
So only letting him further create more problems is why we're here.
He really only killed him because Tobias was like, you gotta get your shit together.
Yeah.
If Tobias didn't push him for that, he might not have even killed him because that's still his cousin.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with that.
What to do. So
I definitely appreciate the fight in Lawanda here.
Lawanda goes to the hotel.
Yeah.
And she got a news crew and shit. And that's something that the cop told her too. Henderson told him too. Like, man, she got the cameras over there. And like a real person, like in real life, Jefferson trying to save her life.
Look at her. It's like she can't see reason right now. You know what I'm saying? Like she way too close. Like she could smell her daughter's freedom.
You trying to roll up on a gangster's fucking whorehouse with cameras and white people.
It's just not a good idea.
You got your daughter face on your shirt like she dead. Like this like a New Orleans. She's like she dead. Like she riding, dog, but she saying that's all she got.
But bruh. It's like, you know what? She got a lot of fight in her, and that is.
And one thing I noticed too, white people on the periphery in this spot. Like that was a white news crew, but we never even see the white people on the news, but they're doing some shit. Later on in this episode, when Anissa finds out her powers, it was a white guy robbing the store. It's like they're really on the periphery in this spot, dog. It's really seeing the inverse of America. But man.
But so he kind of talks her down to some extent. I think what he does, he just gets her to sit here and like calm the news and stuff down. But and that's cool. We see her sort of listen somewhat to reason, and I actually believe him that he's gonna probably show up in the Black Lightning shoot and fix things. I don't know how exactly. I don't know when, but I believe him. And she agrees to sit there and chill and calm this shit down.
But one of the things is this, and this was greatly touched upon. We was talking to Henderson earlier at the school, which was once they got their mind you know what I mean, it's over. And like, you know what I mean, she trying to get her daughter out, but her daughter is probably hooked on drugs, probably hooked up on whatever bullshit this dude got her on.
More
and
likely, yeah.
The more we see what happens with Lawanda and her daughter, the scarier episode 1 becomes off the fact that they try to take this man's daughter and they're gonna try to force her into that life and into that freaking conditioning and into that bullshit. And it's interesting. We go from that scene straight into old girl smoking. And look, her little high school ass, she the rebel, dog. She the rebel.
Definitely the rebel, man. But they, they let her her friend up or whatever.
They about to be boyfriend.
They about to be boyfriend.
Girlfriend and shit.
Let her friend up or whatever. They kind of chilling on the roof having a conversation. And it's cool. It's like, you know what? To be honest, I mean, I don't know if... how you feel about, like... what do you feel is an appropriate age for a person, an individual, to begin indulging in that sweet ganja? I'm just gonna, like, well, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, when do you think it's okay for them to start smoking?
I think I would always go 18 and over, but I know most people, there's a lot of people that started like 14, 15 years old. Like, I know a lot
Fair
of
enough,
people.
yeah, that's what I was going to say, too. I know a lot of people, too.
Kids start sneaking in before it's appropriate. So if you ask me legitimately, I would wish, like, if somebody's asked me when, like, because my little sister, she's in high school right now. And if there was like, would you want your little sister to smoke in high school? No, I would not. I would not want my little sister to smoke in high school. Before I know she could be smoking a blunt right now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know.
Right?
And that's what's happening right now. They really showing realistic situations. Like a lot of times they be trying to make these kids be angelic and shit. But
she's fighting so hard against that like goody two shoes image that I feel like she's picking up every single thing that's not associated with it. You know what I mean?
She's also
it's mostly to be a rebel. I think
she's also currently battling trauma.
Yeah, true, exactly, right. Yeah.
She had 2 back-to-back near-death experiences. You feel me? Which is why I gotta also give the little dude that's trying to get at her some props, dog, because he's really trying to be a light. And she not like, they have some good chemistry and shit. And you wouldn't know that nigga like 27 years old in real life. That nigga a grown ass man. So hopefully she's over 18. But but they're playing characters.
Anyway,
they
play, right.
And they have a great scene. They have nice chemistry. I like it. You know what I mean? I like. Once again, we have these moments of levity. And watching
it a second time, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of multitasked a little bit while this was happening too. And watching it not really watching it, kind of sort of seeing. I didn't even see that little point where he gave her that necklace. Like, I'm watching that now. I'm like, oh, you're right. You know what? You were right. He is a nice kid.
Yeah, he gave her the necklace.
No, like I kind of feel because like I was kind of multitasking when that happened the first time.
He tried to make sure she good mentally. He like, come on. I was like, come on,
I didn't give him that props.
And they're so cool that in this scene that's about to come up with the parents, they're like, oh, your boy just upstairs on the roof. With her.
Yeah, she's out with her friend.
That's her partner. So, man, like, he played the friend role to perfection. You know what I mean? Like, he probably was like a scrawny little nigga when he was young. He got fined. At some point, realized he got fined. It was like, okay, she almost died twice. It's time to shoot my shot before she died third time.
At this point, right? Yeah,
I need to get her.
What's the worst that could happen?
Nigga, would have black light did come back, bitch.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fair enough.
So, so we move into a beautiful scene between Jefferson and Lynn. And she just at the crib doing work like she lived at the crib again. And this was the scene where I felt like, oh my goodness, they're too happy. This is episode 2. They can't be this happy already. Otherwise, why did you even start them divorced?
Right.
See, that frustrated me until later in the episode where they didn't end up on the same side. But when they were like this and everything was beautiful and everything was good, I was like, no, something's got to break up this love fest. As beautiful as I love seeing them together. This is episode 2. You started them divorced for a reason. Don't make them being divorced just be a contrivance. So they really, kept that wedge. But this was a great scene. What are they talking about in this scene? They just like being cool and kissing and shit?
You know what? I don't remember what they discussed in that scene, but...
It don't even matter. They
like
just
what?
vibing.
So yeah, what like this?
They just was vibing.
This has to stop at some point, right?
Nah,
did they get interrupted or something?
No, this is when all the couples they start showing all the couples.
That I love you and those girls more than anything in the world.
They light our skin so good in the show.
I need to take things slow, Jack.
She wants to take things slow, of course.
As a neuroscientist, I know everything.
This is another thing I love. This lady's a neuroscientist. Bitch, black girl magic, bitch. She a whole neuroscientist out here, dog. That is major. Nigga, normalize us as everything. And my son is hollering. My nigga got her laughing. And here go that scene.
Yeah, so I forget even why he's here.
Lala, this is his spot.
Oh, so he's just sort of here as a routine. He's always around.
Yeah, that's how she knew he was going to come. That's why she waiting with her camera. Because she said, I'm going to wait till he roll up. I'm going to wait. But she promised that she wouldn't get out. But she did. Now, here's the thing that was curious to me.
Yeah, I was waiting for that bomb to drop. And it dropped in a perfect way, actually.
It did, about her putting the phone up. She put the phone up and had a recording, and then she got her own camera and walked up to him put the camera in his face. Now, off the dump, I ain't gonna lie, I was live tweeting this, and I thought this was the dumbest thing in the motherfucking world.
Yeah, L-Dub, or Arrogant Observer said, he talked about your live tweeting.
Yeah, son, I was fucking drove. And I was like, why'd you walk up to this man with a goddamn camera? I'm on your boy's side. What'd he say about my live tweet? What you trying to say, bitch?
No. He just said that he was like, well, yeah, he live tweets the show, so I feel like I have to watch it. You know, so.
He needs to watch it. L-Dub watch the show, but like
he looks at your feed.
This was brought up on another podcast I was listening to about whether she knew she was gonna die or not. What do you think?
Whether she knew
going in?
No, I don't think. No, hell no. I don't think she thought she was gonna die. I don't think she would have did it if she thought that was
her setting up this phone. Makes me feel like she knew it was a possibility. I don't think she went in there expecting to die. I think because some of them on that panel, some of the people on that panel just automatically felt like she knew she was gonna die. This is her last ditch effort. She felt like she has nothing else to live for. Her daughter's gone. She's just trying to do something to get Lala to fucking out herself and fuck herself up. So and some people feel like this was a suicide mission. And,
okay, if I may, when she goes and sets the phone up there in the car to catch everything, I thought it was like, I'm gonna roll up on you guys with this camera that I feel you may potentially destroy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and if you try to do some shit or whatever to me, I'll still have the footage over there. That's what I was kind of thinking, like it was backup. But now that I don't know, there's a way of looking at it though. You know,
I didn't think about it either because when I first watched it, I just couldn't get out of my head that, lady, you walking up on a bunch of gangsters with a camera in the middle of the night outside of their spot, like.
I'm talking to the screen like a goddamn black guy in a horror movie in the 1990s. Wanda, what are you doing, darling? What are you doing? None of these decisions are smart.
No witnesses.
And none of this shit is smart. Like, I understand the end goal is to get your daughter out, but like this is not the way to do it.
No witnesses, no backup, no nothing. So that made me look at it differently okay, I still don't think it was a suicide mission, but somewhere in her head she had to know I might die, but I'm about it. You know what I mean? It's like liberty or death. You know what I'm saying? And she rolls up on Lala.
That's an interesting look. I mean,
Lennon mouth. And he got a whole gangster. All these niggas roll up. And he tell her, bruh, stop, go home. I ain't playing. He wasn't even trying. And then you grab this nigga injured arm. And he busted. And this another time.
Like, maybe he thinking she gonna, like, you know, slap her, beat her up real bad or something. And she'll have this shit on tape or whatever.
Even his partners were shook. Like, damn,
yeah, see, like, none of them thought he was gonna shoot her. And it's just like, I don't know, man. And like, none of his partners thought that he would shoot her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so that's like, what I was saying, son.
I don't know.
I was kind of like, dude, that dog Lala was building his villain rep for me in this episode, son. He was building his villain rep up for me so nicely because I was like, my God, like, all right. It's just like with Cottonmouth and Luke Cage. I'm thinking we're gonna be having him for a minute. Cause
also too, I liked Cottonmouth as a villain, so it's like I wanted him to stick around. This guy, I
like Lennon Mouth.
I like Lennon Mouth a lot. I wanted him to stick around as well, but you know they dispensed him quicker than they did whatchamacallit.
So yeah, man, he killed Lawanda. They had her dropped, and that just looked like bullshit, man. The way they just killed her like she was nothing.
The way that I thought that shoe would drop a lot later, but it happened to drop actually in the same episode.
The shoe about the phone?
Yeah, that actually, you know, they found that out in the actual same episode.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like somebody's going to find the phone much later on or whatever, it's going to show up later. But this is, you know, like I said, they don't waste a lot of time to move forward with everything. Did you hear that too?
Yeah, what in the world is that?
I don't know. Might be raining. I don't know. Oh yeah, fair enough.
We're right.
But yeah, so moving right along,
this is the straw that broke the camel's back, man. Like he found out after all these shared scenes, and they built up even for this one episode. This is the only time this episode 2 you could feel his love for her, his care for his student, and the fact that he really tried to save this woman's life. And like, you know what I mean? The way he takes her death, it was earned. I believed it. It was earned. I believe his anger. I believe it, son. And even though Lynn trying to talk him out of being Black Lightning, my nigga like, no, dog. I'm not. This is the superhero moment. You feel me? I felt like I was watching Breaking Bad when Walt and Skyler was in the bedroom, but this is all in all the best ways. When he's like, I am the one who knocks, nigga. I am Black Lightning. Yeah. I'm the one who strikes.
Right.
I am the one who strikes. If you'd have just said that shit, is he fighting hard like, don't go back to it? And my nigga just had that bulb. He looked up in the air. He ain't even looking at her no more. He like, I gotta do this shit. I'm motherfucking Black Lightning. I am motherfucking Black Lightning. For 9 years, I've been holding my powers back, but I'm motherfucking Black Lightning.
Get no pussy. I'm just
Never have been. Never will be.
Jeff, listen to me. This is the addiction talking.
There is no damn addiction. Did you remember what you said?
And I'm glad my nigga said, look, I ain't no punk. There ain't no damn addiction. My nigga, Black man, Black daddy, that shit. Like, no, I'm not hearing that.
And it's
this
like
is a gift from God. And that's another one of those things you throw into the this diaspora of our culture of, you know what I mean? Church is a big thing. Religion is a big thing. Christianity is a big thing within our world. And if you was a Black man, and the thing is, they have not explained to us yet how he got his powers. And if you're a Black man that's bestowed the power of lightning, you would think that God gave you that. And it's an interesting passion-filled plea of, my nigga, I got this from God. I'm supposed to be helping people. People need my help. I can't sit idle. But if you, from her point of view, once again, she's saying, I feel like you're addicted to you're addicted to the thrill. You're addicted to helping. You're addicted to being the savior.
I'm just a sucker for pain. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, but I like the whole killing of the notion that this is an addiction. I like that moment.
But it could be.
But yeah, it's also too we sort of see like how she takes it, how she's sort of looking at it, how she justifies probably even her leaving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you're addicted to all of this. You couldn't stop even if you wanted to. So I gotta get out of here. Like you've hit rock bottom. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
I really just don't want to see you die.
Yeah.
And that's what it always comes down to. It's a trope. If you watch a lot of these superhero shows, the people that are closest to these heroes will put their lives on the line. You know what I mean? Some of them because this is an eternal struggle of Alfred. Funny enough, and when they get into his character in comics at times, the fact of at times, like even in Dark Knight series, that's why he left them. Remember, Alfred left because he was like, bro, you won't give this up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here to bury you like I buried your parents. So you can't, like, you know, sometimes, okay, people were watching Breaking Bad and a lot of people hated Skyler because they felt like a lot of times.
A lot of people hated it. I always
a lot of times the women get the bad rep in these shows because if you're watching these shows and you just want to watch the badass be the badass, and usually they have the woman set up to stop the badass from doing all the badass shit we want to see the badass do. So Skyler, I remember this specifically when I was watching Breaking Bad, how much people hated her character. And I kept defending it. I'm like, dog, this is a middle-aged white woman in freaking the suburbs. Why are you expecting her to be some freaking gangster motherfucker? Like, this is her being thrown into this life, and you're expecting her to just be instantly accepting that my husband at like 50 deciding to be a freaking meth dealer. Are you kidding me? You gotta cut her more slack than you're cutting her. And
she really lied to for the majority of that. Like, and honestly, when they did bring her into the fold, what fucking happened? Boom, bitch, we buying fucking washing.
Son, when she plugged in, but you have to be, like, you have to realistically.
Like he fucked that up. That was his fault.
But you have to realistically get her to the point of plugging in, and it couldn't have been instant. And people acted like as soon as she found out, she was supposed to just be with that shit.
Granted, she did fuck that other dude though, man. And like, what you can't do is give up the pussy. I'm sorry. Like you could burn all my shit.
Nah, son,
you can't give up the pussy.
I'm on the opposite end on it.
You're on the opposite end of that? I'm sorry.
She fucked out a nigga because this nigga, she thought this nigga was having an affair for the longest because he was hiding his freaking other phone and shit. Enough. She didn't know what this nigga was on. He wasn't being honest. He cut her off. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga was like, you know what I mean? I ain't saying she was right for fucking him, dog, but like, what's worse? It's almost like that sex versus murder conversation we just had, nigga. What's worse? The lies on lies and the murders that he's doing and all his manipulation and all the shit that he's doing, or her fucking a nigga because he ain't even around to fuck any goddamn way. It's like, nigga, like, it's a funny dichotomy. But I'm saying in this show, I don't want I don't want Lynn to be it doesn't strike me as just her being the buzzkill. I really feel like it's an interesting argument that she still has of, my nigga, are you sure you're doing this for, I know you're doing this for right reasons, but is it only for the right reasons? And that's a good question to have. As we move into the classroom, Vice Principal McDottie, of course, makes it known that she wants some of that lightning bolt. Yeah, but she fine.
Oh, hell yeah, she is. You think you still think that they maybe had sort of maybe a one nighter or some sort of tip
I don't.
Earlier?
There's something.
I think potentially, at maybe they could have had a one night or whatever or something. I mean,
they're going to.
Like the more I sort of see them sort of looking, like it's possible, but
they're going to because the thing is,
yeah.
Oh my God, look at her ass. But because the thing is, dog, like, why is she here? Either they had a one night stand, either they're going to have a one night stand and gonna make things complicated, or she's linked up with some bad shit and we're gonna find out that she's connected to something else, because otherwise her character has no point.
Oh shoot, you went all the way back.
Yeah.
Well, did they ever get into how Alfred Fox found AF? How he found CW Thug in the
nigga? No, he just
sort of finds him, right?
This nigga know that he was dumped. He says it. The dude was dumped and he was.
He tracked a cell phone or something like that.
No. He was dumped in that man area or some shit, nigga. Let me see what he's saying. Okay. Let's see what he's saying. We got it right here. He calls up Jefferson.
Hey, good news. I found Will. Bad news. He's dead. I got here before the police, and whoever killed him didn't take a cell phone. Mobile phones are the enemy of bad guys. When are they gonna learn?
The law is still out there to loose.
They do not explain how he finds his boy.
Yeah.
Now, they did explain earlier in their previous conversation that they had to find Will. So apparently
he just went on the hunt.
Yeah, he just went on the hunt is what we're at basically. But we don't know how. But they find Will's dead body, have his phone, and now they're going to have to try to find Lala.
So now
I need some backstory for Gambi, for Alfred Fox. I need some backstory.
I'm sure we're probably gonna get into how he does his thing, in the shadows or how he.
And I was glad to see CW Thug as non-acting as die.
Oh, now, wow, really?
As we move on, now we got the girls. Once again, this girl here is just on one. Now she drinking.
Yeah, she's like, she YOLO, baby. Only live once.
Yeah, but she drinking. And as she running with her girl or whatnot, eventually she go link up with her old man. And he give her the sternest issue after they give some chest and some ass.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about this part, too. Yeah,
boy, he gave her a Black Lightning speech.
He was like a daddy. He's like, I'm very disappointed in you.
And this is the scene. This is the scene that kind of blew me about him on the slick, because I understand what they're going for. They're showing us that this is a guy that naturally and actually cares about her. You dig? Yeah. And honestly, they might be setting us up for him to die, and she's gonna be what I was thinking. Nigga. Well, he's too altruistic. When you're that fucking goody good in the hero in a reluctant hero storyline, you're going to die to push that reluctant hero storyline. They're going to fridge his ass. So, but it just, my only issue was they just laid it on a little too thick. I love the fact that they want him to be the guy to be like, nigga, get your shit together. This ain't you. What you getting high and drunk for?
Give him another fucking sad story, just like they did your girl, Lawanda.
Oh. Yeah,
they gave him a backstory too. They think
that Lawanda was the spark for Black Lightning to come through. But I
feel for him too, because he's like, yeah, man, look, I'm what the rappers rap about. My life is what the rappers rap about, man. But you don't see me doing all that shit. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking a different path. I'm trying
to go out here. I'm trying to get us out of here. I'm trying to go to college. Yeah, he's a positive Black dude on the show. And once again, I can't hate on positive imagery of us.
But they you know what I'm saying? Like they made his story so sympathetic that it's like, oh, this is very familiar. Last person who's told us a story like that died. You know what I'm saying?
Died.
So I'm just like, well, you gonna get too close to her, and
I mean, you're like one thing about for any story to be interesting, the hero has to go through some shit. And for us to be
like you said, this is her origin story.
This is her origin story. She ain't got her powers yet. So we're seeing
that may be the birth.
This will be. So now on this Lynn and Gambi Alfred Fox, they're having the debate. She wants him to talk Jefferson out of being Black Lightning. He like, nigga, you the reason he stopped. It's your fault. That nigga is in the city.
That motherfucker like,
boy, he told her, I blame you.
That nigga
our city fucked up right now because of you, bitch. That's
like
what he
told
her.
When you blame me. I'm like, no, wait a minute. That is not the same thing. That is not the same thing. You blame her for the whole entire fucking city.
Because he gave up being Black Lightning for 9 years.
He did that for a little. He had to be Black Lightning for a couple years.
Now, I need you to imagine this, though, dog. Imagine if you got power. Oh, I won't get to this scene in a second. I love this scene. Hold up. Pause. But imagine, dog, knowing you have all these superpowers and not using them.
Oh, yeah. It's like, from what we saw, it's a daily struggle to not use them.
Being a black man.
Yeah, just be a black man. Right. Just due to everyday situations. He's just driving to a charity event and can't, you know what I'm saying? And has to repress the shit. So clearly,
son,
I mean,
you could kill him. You just,
I don't know.
He get the call of where Lala is. And, this was just an amazing, funny scene to me, dog. He suited up. He walked up the streets of Freeland, and he got all these people in the background. He got this woman going, "Ooh, Black Lightning, she fine. He fine. Hey, boo." You know, some black exploitation shit with the music pumping in the background.
Walking through that boy like fucking James Brown.
Ooh, I love it. Black Lightning, fine.
It's like, God,
oh man, go my man.
Lightning, my man.
He like, what floor? He just lets him right in. Right, and I'm like, nigga, you are fired.
Yeah, we know,
nigga, you know you fired, right?
And old head knew exactly where everything was
like,
at.
Bro, like, my sir, you are fired.
And then another old head on the elevator, like,
elevator man, you are fired too. Then it was like, he's on the 36th floor. He's like, yeah, brother needs a little workout. That's cool. I'm taking the stairs. I'm like, nigga. All of y'all niggas are fired.
He's a beloved.
I'm fired niggas.
I love seeing a beloved hero.
I know. That's
he's
pretty
a
dope.
Beloved hero. People love him.
That's pretty funny.
And we have some pretty cool fight scenes, dog. He's just zapping people out there. He whooping ass. He punching nigga in the nuts. He whooping ass in the goddamn corridor, nigga. Like, yeah, son.
Our action quota.
Hell yeah, dog. Because it's still a superhero show, and you're watching this man kick the ass. They doing their thing. They keeping it up. Like,
and I'm like, is that a bloodshot? I'm like,
some blood just came out that
real
man's
ass.
face. He's kicking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's kicking like real life ass. Now, this is the situation where I'm just like, okay, well, how does he walk out of this alive?
You mean
how does Lindenmouth walk out of this alive?
What you mean?
Because it can't happen.
Oh, you mean because
Lindenmouth, you've already
killed Lawanda?
Yeah,
he beat
and I mean, like,
but
you already said you're gonna keep fucking with my family.
No.
We're here. Why am I letting you go again?
He's a superhero.
Well, why? We're gonna be right back here again, man.
He hit him with lightning fists.
He would have knocked him.
Pause. But now you getting into the overall problem with certain superheroes. So, are we Punisher or are we Batman? Now, some people say one of the issues with Batman is the fact that, my nigga, you keep on locking them up, they keep on getting them out. At some point, you got to kill the Joker. But other people, of course, are looking at Punisher like, my nigga, you can't just be killing niggas. So, what you think? He should kill Lala right now?
Do I think he should kill Lala? Personally?
Yeah. Superhero Black Lightning. I don't think he should kill him.
You don't think he should kill him? What you think he should do?
Well, I'm not a person that's a fan of the death penalty, for one. Because I don't think that's a true punishment, because you get let off the hook. I feel like, you know what I mean, if you're a true rapist or a murderer or whatever the fuck, you need to suffer alive. So I feel like he should have whooped that ass like he's whooping that ass, and maybe he could have gotten an even worse ass whooping. You could have broke some bones. I'm not against the ultimate beatdown. I'm not against every bone being broken. I'm not against paralyzing the motherfucker, dog. I'm not saying I'm nice.
I mean, that's fucking cruel.
I'm just saying he ain't got to kill him.
Taking away their way of living.
That's all I'm saying.
What kind of life is that?
So, nigga, you trying to murk a nigga. Talk about taking away his way of living.
I'm just like,
you want to take away his way.
You want to torture him.
You want to kill him.
I'm like, yeah.
You want to kill him.
That's more merciful than torture.
Where's his way of living in your scenario?
He ain't.
That's my point.
But is he living in yours?
That's my point as well.
Paralyzed?
So we got Henderson, dog. Henderson, and for a second I'm like, Henderson, do you know that's your partner? No, you're just surprised that Black Lightning's back.
You fired too, Henderson. I'm firing people in this show.
I mean, you had a clear shot.
But yeah, that was, and like I said, how does he walk away out of this alive? And the cops showing up is the way he walks out of this alive. Who the fuck called the cops?
So we have this moment I think I missed with Lala and Henderson.
Story from the dead, buddy.
that's why I didn't miss it.
The
when
shoe
she found
drops.
Yeah, that's when the shoe drops. You find the phone, and he find out he's screwed, nigga, because you're on camera shoot, and that's my thing too. Because even though
I feel like he's actually present here, this is another scene where I like him, man.
Yeah, he like the cat from Queen Sugar in this shot. Lala does. The pretty nigga. All these
the one everybody be like, yeah.
I can't think of his name.
His
Anyway,
name's
fuck him right now.
Something,
Yeah. But anyway,
that guy.
What I'm trying to say. They watching Jamie Foxx. Shouts out. They was watching Jamie Foxx. Black moment of the episode. I didn't catch that the first time.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
That made me smile. But anyway, that made me happy. I mean to see. But anyway, even though he caught a body on camera, I still thought Lala was gonna live and they was gonna figure out a way for him to be in this show.
Really?
I thought he was gonna get broken out or something. I didn't think he was gonna die. But before we get to his death,
I
Jefferson
didn't see his death coming like this, at least.
Jefferson gets home and Lynn basically like, nigga, I can't fuck with you because you're going back to be Black Lightning. She just gave him the black woman stare, and we all got that stare. But he
kind of said some shit like, but he did kind of give an alternative this time. He didn't come in defeated. He kind of like offered up, listen, the girls are older. Maybe we could figure out a way to make this work. And she said, fuck that.
No, I'm not going to be the wife of Vigilante. It was torture. Because the thing is, he gave this up for 9 years, but we have to remember they were married for a period of time. And she did ride. And she did put up with this. So, you know what I mean? At a point, she had breaking points and she don't want to go there again. So
I think we'll get a flashback of sort of seeing her in that phase of time when she was sort of cool with it.
Most likely.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I can't wait for that.
We're going to see something.
We get to this scene, the end, when Anissa is in the pharmacy. She can't sleep. She's in the pharmacy trying to get some sleeping pills.
Pause. Well, we didn't mention this. She told her girlfriend in that earlier scene that she broke that sink and she felt like, not necessarily she had powers, but something was going on.
Oh, that's the conversation that they had, right?
Yeah. We forgot that part because that comes back to this in play. Because her girlfriend was like, "Nah, nigga, you tripping? You just had adrenaline. That could have been an old sink." And she was like, "All right," but she knew in her gut, "Nah, I felt powerful."
How does this response play for you? Her like she sort of
he pulls a gun. The white guy pulls a gun out on his. He robs his fucking CVS. It looked like.
Yeah. And whatever generic CVS store, and she just sort of
throws
like
them.
She doesn't seem to know that that's what she's gonna do, but she does it instinctually, and she's like, oh, this makes so much fucking sense. Now I can sleep. I've thrown a man across the room, and that's all I needed. You know what? I feel I could sleep for 10 days now.
Yeah.
I'm going home. You take this, put this back on the shelf, because I could put it back, but I'm not.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm going to sleep now.
I love the scene because it...
Like, how does that play for you?
I love the scene because it played to me as, one, she thought she was tripping, and she got to see, no, I wasn't tripping. And two, she got to have a hero moment, because we already saw she wants to be a hero. The way she whooped CW Thug in the last episode.
Right.
And three, I like seeing heroes enjoying their powers.
Oh,
we went
too.
through a segment of time in superhero shows and film and such, where it felt like we had a bunch of heroes that was mad that they had powers. You know what I mean? Right. Oh, I'm so mad I got powers. Nigga, you got powers.
I don't want them, man.
So I like her instantly just owning it. Like, I love it. Like, my thing is own who the fuck you are. She instantly owned, I have powers. This is amazing. I just threw a man a bunch of feet. I saved myself. The white man pulled a gun out on me. I saved myself. I'm everyone, man. It's all in me.
Do you think she's connecting any dots in terms of, like, where these powers are coming from or where they originated, maybe?
She will. Like, I don't think in that CVS pharmacy
you don't
she
think
has.
she's putting any of that shit together?
Nah.
Yeah.
Because on top of this, because the clever thing that they're doing is this. Lightning has her dad's powers, Jennifer. Anissa has like sonic boom, strength type shit. So she has no reason to connect that her dad is a superhero necessarily because her dad's powers are lightning. If she was just sparking out sparks, instantly she would go, oh, my dad's got to be Black Lightning. Right. You feel me? But the fact that she's learning she has super strength, she could be thinking this could be coming from any motherfucking where. There's many options and avenues you can go.
Okay, fair enough. Because, like, you saw, I remember seeing her have sort of a response when, is it Wanda or Lawanda?
Lawanda.
It's Lawanda? Okay. So when Lawanda says, how come your daughters got saved and nobody else's? And she sort of, they cut to her and she sort of has kind of a look where she looks down. And it's like, oh, well, is she kind of putting that shit together that, you know, she's special, or does she think she was just lucky? You know what I mean?
It's up for interpretation because I took it as that was a nice burn, and that's a good question like that. No, but I didn't take it as her thinking it's a good question as I'm wondering if my dad's Black Lightning. I took it as, man, that lady just made a point. I took it as her saying that lady just made a point.
Because like I still think that there was something there when she looked at him when they sort of saw each other face to face in the hotel hallway, and then her saying that other thing too is sort of like, yeah, you know, I kind of, you know, you did kind of look like the guy, and you did kind of have your build. And, you know, whatever. Same chicken legs.
They left it. And they left it. The thing is this. I don't think that's the truth. Right. But they left it ambiguous enough that I can't debate you.
Exactly. You're right.
I can't dispute you. Right. Like, if you feel that way, I see the dots you connected.
Right. Yeah, it'd be nice, but it's...
But no, nigga, my dude, if that wound up being true, you have dots. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It's not like you're saying something preposterous is what I'm saying. You're saying something that, you know what, that could be true. I just didn't read it that way when I first saw it is all. Right. But now we see that Tobias have some police paid off, of course, like a gangster like him would. I mean, his face is still wanted in the police spot. He's still maneuvering around and living and shit. He's still running shit.
Do you think we're going to have a Punisher moment where we find out our police friend is on the payroll?
Henderson?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I just hope that Henderson's the one good cop, since we're showing already that there are bad cops, but Henderson feels kind of shady to me on the slick. And I hope that it's just me not liking the character for some stupid reason versus his character actually ending up this way, because I would like it if he stayed true. Because we need the good cop. All the cops can't be bad. We need the good cop. We need one. So if Henderson falls down as the good cop, you better cast somebody else to be someone good within the police force, because part of the thing about it being a superhero is, yeah, the superhero is doing this vigilante thing, but it's supposed to inspire the people, and it's supposed to inspire the good. And inspiring the good, that means get rid of the bad cops. But at some point, it's almost like the Dark Knight. At some point, the good cops got to rise up and do their thing and hold us down. And I'm hoping that Henderson can still be that light. But if he not, that would just, I don't know. I don't know. But they could go any way if they want. So far, once again, we got to that episode. Right. Tobias Well murdered Lala. And once again, that was shocking to me, because I thought Lennon Mouth Lala was going to be here for a minute. I thought they was building for a minute. His villain story to be a villain. But once again,
question, does Tobias have like super strength?
I don't know. He did snap that nigga neck, right?
Yeah, with one hand.
One hand. So, I don't know. Could. I wouldn't be against it. I mean, my nigga, if Black Lightning got lightning powers, I would love for Tobias Well to have super strength, because then we got two forces banging up against each other.
That'd be one hell of a finale battle right there, man, you know?
All mid-finale battles, they don't have to have just one.
Fair enough, yeah. I'd like to see this cat stick around, man. I mean, I like his swag, but like, who's gonna...
He's gonna have to put together a squad.
Is somebody gonna take Lennon Mount's place?
He's gonna have to put together a reason. Someone has to, because he's going to put up a reason for Black Lightning to need a reason to have sidekicks. Because we already been showing the posters that Thunder and Lightning, they already have costumes.
Oh, for real? Both of them have costumes?
You can find the father, father and the daughters. They have costumes already. Now we don't know when they're going to happen, because you've watched CW shows like I have, and sometimes they'll make you wait a while before you get the costume.
Yeah, but they already have photos of them.
Yeah, like, they exist. Just gonna be because they want to build the hype train of, look at these powerful black women at the height of all this woman movement happening. You know, they was capitalizing on, also on the level of, we're trying to get the female freaking audience. You feel me? Because, you know, superhero shows, the reason why Flash is lasting is not just because, you know, a bunch of nerdy niggas like Flash. Women respond to it. And, you know what I mean? They had to have an entry point for women. It's
ultimately like a love story, like every episode.
Hell yeah, son. And so, but it's still a superhero show for us that like the superheroics.
Yeah.
But, and it was so sad seeing the last scene of Jefferson before we saw the death was him looking at pictures of Lawanda being pregnant and being young, and him just realizing, I ain't gonna get my baby back. I mean, it's just the life I chose. Black Lightning, baby.
But you understand his decision. I mean, too. I get it. And there's not he just kind of can't stick his toe in there. He's got to dive into the pool. So, you know, I can't
Freeland needs a hero, man.
Yeah, Freeland needs a hero.
Freeland needs a hero, son.
I can't wait to see sort of what's to come. I don't remember what the trailer was, but yeah, you know, I'm excited for this whole entire season, man. So I'm in along for the ride.
I guess I got to give it 5 votes because I like this one more than the first episode. Funny enough.
Really? Okay, watching it a second time, yeah.
The emotion.
I want to give it. I don't know why I want to give it 4.5. I don't want to give it 5 for some reason. We flip flop
because I like it because when we talk about that term consequences, dog. The Lawanda dying set like so your fate. Like if you didn't kill her, because you killed Will, that karmically was gonna get you, Lala. But I didn't think he was gonna die instantaneously like that. But yo, like it's always like you always can trace a character's demise back to some single decision when you go back and watch it. And him shooting Lala, and funny enough, Lawanda's death is gonna inspire some shit. And Tobias, part of him killing her, he even said, "You killing people, mamas? You fucking up my business. You fucking up my image, my nigga." Like, dog, they got a certain line that you gotta follow in order to maintain fear and maintain respect. And if you can't maintain respect if you're killing old ladies and shit, it's not gonna happen. We want the fear of, okay, we'll do this to you, but we still need you to realize that, look, you know what I mean, there's certain lines we won't cross, so leave us the fuck alone because we don't want a rebellion. Right. The worst thing that you could ever put is get people to the point that gets people to the point that there's no hope, to the point that, oh yeah, it's time to ride on y'all. But we shall see, because Black Lightning gonna be the first rock in that little river to start a rebellion of hope at the very, very least.
Right. Heard that. So yeah, I'm on board, man. I can't wait to see next week, man. So
I can't wait for them to keep building. Yeah. Right now, like I said, you got a great show. It's getting critically reviewed. Great. Everybody loving it. But you need to give us more on how the fuck these girls don't know that's help they part. You need to explain some more. I understand you saying
I'll take that excuse. I'll take the flashy face thing or whatever. You know, that's what you gave me. I'm glad they gave us something though. Yeah, I'm glad they gave us something. I'm at a point now where I'll accept a lot of what they tell me. So you tell me that the girls can't see his face because he can do some sort of thing that we can't even see or hear or whatever. It's fine.
Something I was reading was like they liken it to staring directly into a lightning bolt. How, like, you know what I mean? That is the supposed appeal of it. Like, you know, you try to stare in his face, but it's like staring directly into lightning. You can't make out the features. You see a face, but you can't make out the features. Right. So, you know, once again,
I guess that's kind of hard to sort of explain
they brokered it down right there when she mentioned it. Yeah, I just want in future episodes. That's not enough for me. No, it's not. No. It's enough for me in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in another episode, I want to see someone else like even go into like that could even like his face, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind to see that peppered just for future times, because Stan Lee often said you have to write your comic book in a manner that, and knowing that every comic book is somebody's first comic book. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So still with this episodic television, every episode is somebody's first episode. So I don't want it to be the only time they ever breach this topic of how the fuck niggas don't know his face was episode 2. I wouldn't mind if they brought up somewhat in a different, more creative way in episode 8 or 13 or whatever, just to establish that's the why. But that's it.
Right.
That's the only minor gripe, and that's not even a real gripe, though. I'm in love with the show. I'm in love with the progression. This was episode 2.
Yeah.
I had nothing else.
I wound up walking out like in what's the cop's name again?
Henderson, yeah.
I actually, because now that we rewatched it, I did see moments where I really enjoyed him. I really felt like he was present. So I did walk away liking him a little bit more. Still think he's awful. But I see glimmers of hope.
Any predictions?
Predictions?
Where you think some of this shit's going? I saw Jill Scott supposed to make her face known in the next episode.
I did. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did see that. So, I don't know. Predictions, I'm hoping that by the end of the next episode, Anissa. I'm hoping Anissa finds out that her dad's Black Lightning. I'm kind of hoping for that.
Okay, I'm with you. I hope that happens. I hope that happens sooner than later, too. So I would love for that to happen in the very next episode. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, by the end of it, even if it's like that's like a cliffhanger we end on, I'm cool with that. I'm kind of, that's my prediction. It's more so my hope. I think
Anissa's going to show somebody her powers in the next episode, but I don't know if it's going to be her dad, her sister, or old lady.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? I definitely think... Oh, wow. I definitely think that I think you're right. I think it'll be a girlfriend though.
Miss Girlfriend. I don't know who's.
I think you're right though.
Someone's gonna see her power next episode. I would love to see the continued development because the thing is, Tobias has to prove a power move now to assert himself, and now he doesn't have Lala to run the gang for him as his face. So it's gonna be curious to see, is he gonna step up as the face of the 100s now that he killed his figurehead, or is he gonna assign someone else? And they didn't show us anyone readily that seems like it's gonna be the surrogate. Like not one of Lala's henchmen felt like, oh, that's gonna be the next Lala. None of them. And the only other henchman that we see is Tobias Wells, personal, that white chick and that white dude. But that's it. We don't see anyone else that's gonna fill that vacuum. So either Tobias
what if old girl's new boyfriend is the new plug?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
know. I don't know where they're going because I feel like Jill Scott is her own entity.
Oh right. You know what, Jill's. Maybe she tries to. I guess she may try to take over that territory.
She might, but does that mean once again? I guess Tobias Wells going to step up into what Lala was doing and make himself more public because it feels to me that the public don't know that he's still alive.
Tobias?
Right.
Well, remember in the very first episode, there's still that wanted poster up for murder. So
I feel like he disappeared or something. I feel like he's become an urban legend. I don't feel like
he has been spotted or seen.
I don't think he walks the streets.
Yeah, fair enough.
I feel like he's that dude off Iron Fist. The dude dad.
Oh, I don't know if he's that secluded, but yeah, okay.
But I feel it's something like that. Even the way he maneuvered, he went through back doors to go to the cop spot, police station and shit. I feel like he's in the shadows.
He's in the shadows, but it's like even those cops that let him in, it's like he's seen. He's just not seen by everyone.
He's going to kill someone next episode. I predict that.
Oh, really?
I think.
Okay.
I think he's going to just be a killing machine. He's going to kill somebody.
Kill somebody like could he potentially kill somebody like he killed somebody in the first episode, like throwing him into the.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. A funny. I was at audition today. And a friend of mine, because they was fucking with me because a lot of times I audition for these like villain roles or these gangster roles and shit. And one of my partners was like, "How many bodies you got, Bats?" Now that you, I was like, "Fuck you, dog." He's like, "No, how many bodies you got?" And then I laughed to myself. I was like, "Dog, that'd be a funny question to ask legitimate like actors that have killed a lot, who play characters that have killed. Like, imagine asking Pacino, how many bodies you got, Pacino? De Niro, like, we cast that play, niggas that have killed a lot of people. Like, man, how many bodies do I have? So it's one of those things. I think Tobias is going to build a lot of bodies over the course of this series, dog. I think when it's all said and done, we can be like, damn. Tobias killed a lot of motherfuckers, dog.
Hell yeah. Like, so in terms of that, yeah, no.
So right now, if we was to make a counter, he's at the guy, the Piranhas, 1, and Lala 2. That's 2 bodies.
That we know of.
Currently that we can see on this show. Because it's implied that he has many, many, many more.
Many more. We keeping count now.
Your girl's going to keep spiraling. Your boy going to keep being a Black Lightning Jr. in her life, I think, until he meets his demise. Her boyfriend, boyfriend, Jennifer's boyfriend.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Because she has something going on. I don't know what they about to do with Lynn now. I think we need to get more into her life away from Scooter.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that character now that she sort of made a decision to sort of remove herself.
Because she can't just pop in just as mom all the time. She can't only pop in and say you shouldn't be Black Lightning. So they got to do more with Lynn character.
Hopefully, yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen, but she's on for the full run.
Yeah, so, she's a love interest. So they're gonna find excuses and they're gonna have Vice President McDotty around and we're gonna find out what's happening with Gambi, Sir Alfred. So, but once again, that's what we got for right now, man. We just ran it. We just went through the whole thing. This episode 2.
You gave it 5 bolts. I gave it 4.5.
Cause because if I was to be absolutely honest, the first episode should get 4.5 bolts, and this episode should also get 4.5 bolts. And I feel like because the 5 bolts we haven't even seen yet, because there's going to be an episode to come, and I feel like when this builds, it's going to knock our fucking socks off. That it's going to have to get the 5. Or not. Yeah. But the first one I gave 4.5, but we rounded it up to 5 for the mere fact that it was the first fucking episode.
It was a fantastic first
but
episode.
I feel story-wise, this was a nice step up
Definitely.
And that's why I just had to give it the 5 if I was going to give it the last one.
You know what, man?
You know what? I mean, the 4.8. It's the 4.8.
No, why we fucking around? 5.0 from Marty. Marty gives it a 5.
Y'all batting 100 so far, Black Lightning.
Yeah. I mean, why are we playing this game, man?
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
So this is the actor guy, Marty&amp Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. Out, you ain't gonna find me for episode 2 reviewing that lightning.
You can find me, Marty, M-A-R-T.
No, I'm good. You good.
Oh, man. You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Go to LoneRainPictures.com, click on the Your30 tab. That's where I host a show with the Arrogant Observer called Your30. Like, rate, share. Right, you can start a comment thread there. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes. We will read it on the show. Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Bats. Appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And we have a actual email address. So if you actually want to rock with us, man, just email reviewingthatlightning@gmail.com.
For real?
Me?
Oh.
You dig? So if y'all have anything that y'all, let me make sure that I did name it that. But
right,
I would believe it's reviewingthatlightning@gmail.com for any comments, anything. Shit, send it to us. We won't run it with y'all. We won't talk. If y'all got something on y'all mind, reviewingthatlightning@gmail.com. So that's it.
All right.
We out. This was fun. See y'all next week.
Marty out.
We pray at night for the helpless, hoping you get us through breakfast, wishing somebody come save us. Black Lightning's back, come to shock the haters. Hey, no lie, seen him with my own eyes. Electric shocking guys, putting them all in line. About time somebody came down here and dealt with crime. Not just the gangsters, the police is out of line. So it's no trust, they don't understand our trouble. I don't know him myself, but do we come from struggle? Cause I'm like no superheroes around here, bruh. I'm like, he gotta be one of us. Gotta understand the hate and the distrust. Restore the feeling, put the love in us. My partner say I'm high, I must be smoking something. I said you right, I know the change, I know I'm feeling something. Stand up for something, or fall for anything. Lightning came with no rain. I saw a superhero last night, he was black. He said, this is for the hood, Black Lightning's back. We pray at night for the helpless, hoping you get us through breakfast, wishing somebody come save us. Black Lightning's back, come to shock the haters.